Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Hey, good morning, people. It's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Jay Blizzy, Jay Black, Sexy Mo is out, Shawnee Scott is out. Good morning. You can't rely on women. That's what happens. You can't rely on women.
That's the moral.
That's why this is a man's world. I'm playing. There's circumstances. I'm just kidding. There's circumstances that follow this. So, it's the boys' club today. We got guests. It's the boys' club today. Since it's the boys' club, it's a Monday after a football Sunday. Since to see y'all women, I can't be alone today, having surgery this morning. Rochelle on my Instagram live said she's having surgery today. Well, our prayers go out to you, sweetie. I don't know what surgery you're getting. If you want to let us know what it is, but we definitely got you in our prayers. Everybody on IG Live, put them prayer emojis up there. Stop playing. Sean Robinson is already on IG Live. He should be on. Okay, great morning, Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. All right, it's a football Monday. Jay Black don't want to talk about it, even though I think he should have hope for his quarterback. But let's just talk about what happened last night, Sunday night. Oh, first of all, before we get into that, Jay Black, how was your weekend other than the Eagles?
Weekend. Well, actually, I did a couple things. Took my son, went to see a movie. He wanted to go see the Addams Family. Addams Family 2. He wanted to go see Addams Family 2. How many
Addams Families are they gonna make? Jesus.
Yeah, well, that's only the second one.
No, it's not. They've made a ton of Addams Family movies. When we were in high school, they were making Addams Family movies. But was it an animation or a regular movie?
It was animation. It was a cartoon.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that was cool. Got some furniture. Got the set delivered, and dude had a little attitude because I told him he had to have a mask on to walk in my house. I don't get it. If you're delivering furniture to people's houses and they ask you to put a mask on, there shouldn't be any attitude. It should be just eyes, or it should have came with a mask, but who knows? But yeah, I had that. And then an accident happened in front of my house.
A car accident?
Similar. It was a motorcycle accident. And I usually mind my business.
No, you actually don't. No, you actually don't.
No, I usually do. I usually mind my business.
No, it happened in front of your house. Anything that happens in your radius, you don't mind your business.
No, I looked out the window. I said, damn, that's messed up. And then I looked and saw who it was. And all right, so on my block, there's only one black family. That's me. And then there's two other black guys that live on the block. One at one end and one is across the street. So I when I saw it was one of the other two black guys, I felt compelled, like I had to help. He riding a motorcycle and he crashed into the van across the street. He laid out, black guy. So I went out and helped. But it was my excitement moment because I was like, man, I just called 911, let them deal with that. But I actually went out and helped them, took the helmet off, and I shouldn't have did that. Come to find out, because
you're not supposed to take the helmet off.
Yeah, he said he wanted it off, and I saw he was bleeding on the other side, and his leg
can't move him at all.
Yeah, that was. I lifted the motorcycle off his leg, and I was trying to be a hero, I was trying to be a hero. I thought I was doing something. Come to find out, I shouldn't have.
You did everything wrong. You gotta lay him. You can't move him at all.
Yeah, I screwed up. But I helped him, so he was appreciative. And the cops came. Of course, first thing they want to do is they want to know if he was drinking. I said, God dang, officers.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Well, golly, but I helped my guy out. I felt compelled. It was one of our peoples, and I felt like, man, if that was me.
Did he live? He's all right?
Yeah, he lived. Yeah. The helmets saved, but motorcycles are crazy, man. The slightest jerk in motion, it's a wrap with a motorcycle.
Ashley, good morning. Kathy,
good morning. Ashley. Good morning, Kathy. Afro Queen. Lord, J Black. Little football money. Yeah, I made some football money too this weekend. Before we get back to that. But yeah, so that was my excitement. So the movies. Got some furniture delivered. They was a little rude because they didn't want to wear a mask, but they still put it on. And And then it was the motorcycle accident literally directly across the street. My neighbor. So, but I helped them, and I felt good with helping.
How much
them.
furniture have you been getting delivered? Jesus, like this is like the third delivery you've had.
Well, yeah, because that was it. No more furniture after that.
Oh, because you ain't like that's right. There's something that wasn't level with the furniture or something you said.
Well, no, this was a kitchen set this time. See, because we're not moving, so we figured let's just get some new furniture, make it feel better. Since we won't move to next year. So it's like one of them psychological things where since she's not moving right now because the timing ain't right, well, let's get some new furniture to make us feel better, and we're keeping it anyways. Don't worry about it. It's one of them psychological things for me.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Like if you got to stay somewhere you're not moving, so you might as well get some new furniture to make you feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand it. I probably just wouldn't have gotten new furniture because it would have made it easier to move when you do move next year. You ain't got to take more stuff. You could have just left everything.
And put it right there in the trash.
Yeah, or just sold it.
Nah, you don't say nobody buying used furniture
all the time. You're crazy. eBay is
used love seat and sofa. Who wants that?
Yes.
Got toenail clippings probably from somebody, or somebody slobbered or drool. Somebody had sex on it. Like who wants to do all that?
You sell them for $300, and they go like, "Yup," and I'll clean them up. I'll steam clean them and do all the other stuff. You think I'm not selling the furniture when I leave this apartment? I'm selling the furniture, the table. I'm
not with COVID.
Dog.
Ain't that much sanitizer spray?
There's enough sanitizer spray for everything. Everything.
Yes, Jeanette. One of the other neighbors came out, and the other neighbor was upset that the neighbor's van was more so worried about taking pictures of his van, while the ambulance is trying to attend to the guy taking pictures than worrying about the guy. And so it's a little neighbor beef. Like, why is he worried about taking pictures? Well, his van is destroyed. This is work van. So he wants to take pictures. They like he should be worried about the guy.
No, he shouldn't.
That got hurt. Yeah, that was little.
Y'all better. If that's his work van, man. If that's my regular van sitting out there, and it got destroyed. If that's my casual hobby van, I'm taking pictures. How did the dude crash because somebody cut him off, or he was just reckless? Yeah, because there wasn't no car involved.
He said the brakes. Let's just say he said the brakes locked up. He said a lot of things to me. Yeah. He said a lot of things, and I was like, "We're not gonna keep saying this. We're not gonna keep saying that."
Yeah, I'd have made him take a breathalyzer too.
No,
Stephanie, what up? Happy Monday, guys. How about them Bears? Go Cowboys! Wait, you're a Bears fan, and you're a Cowboys fan?
I guess she's weird. That's weird. You only got to have one team. I guess she could be a fan of players.
Shout out to Justin Fields. I already counted him out, but he did good. He did pretty good yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. Make it comfortable, Jay Black.
Oh, with the guy, you make him. He said get his helmet off. So
no, you can't because if he got neck injuries, you can make it worse, and then all of a sudden you got a lawsuit for malpractice, even though you're not a doctor.
It's true. I don't got no lawsuit against me. He asked me to take it off. I just helped him.
If you take his helmet off and it damages his neck, you could be it's America, dog.
You're
I
wrong.
promise you. No,
You're
I'm
wrong.
not.
Where's Leah Frazier at? You're wrong. There's no way.
I'm not wrong. That's why they tell you don't move anybody. I just happened to get into a really bad car accident when I was a teenager, and I knew those rules. I can't move you. And she had a smashed pelvis and her hip. She had to get a hip replacement. And if I would have moved her, if I would have taken that seatbelt off, the Temple football won at their homecoming this weekend.
I bet on that game it won. I bet that game too.
I would never in life. You're a degenerate if you bet on Temple.
I did.
You got a problem.
You know why? Because they were the first quarter.
I just said you got a problem.
No, when you watch a game and someone is supposed to lose, and now the point spread is before it shifts, and you see that they're still competitive and they're tied up, but yet they still 7-point underdogs. That's the bet you play because you're seeing the progression. And I did. I bet that. I bet every game damn near a lot of college games. And I bet $60 on the Chiefs to beat the Eagles because I felt that and I literally hit on everything. Yesterday was a great betting day and Saturday. So I had a good weekend. That was my weekend. I know it was a lot, but that was my weekend.
Goodness gracious,
it was a lot.
Well, shout out to my Giants. They won. They won a game. They won. They beat the Saints. This is why the NFL. This is why I tell y'all, at the end of the day, if you keep betting the NFL every week, you're going to lose. Nobody thought the Giants were going down to New Orleans and beating the Saints.
Nah.
Not only that, Saquon Barkley woke up. And no, this is the worst thing. Both
What up,
New York
Don?
teams won a football game. The Jets and
The
the
Jets
Giants won.
did too. Yeah, I had Corey Davis, some good point spreads on him. I got.
And I don't know what the spread was for the Cowboys Carolina game, but I know somebody was pissed off that Carolina came back and the Cowboys. Let me tell you something. The only thing that's going to stop the Cowboys is Mike McCarthy and injuries. Tam, what's good?
You saw anything is going to stop the Cowboys?
Is Mike McCarthy the head coach because he's dumb as hell, or injuries? They're dumb as hell. They literally did not. I mean, we're not going to get technical, but they would not accept penalties. Even the announcers, this is the second week in a row, the announcers were like, damn near wanted to say, what's he doing? But it's fine. Yeah, Giants beat the Saints, major win. Incredible win, but it all came down to last night. Tom Brady going back to face Bill Belichick in New England, and I said this game was going to be close. They know each other too well. I said this game was going to be close. And that defense gave Tom Brady fits. Go Ravens, no kneeling with us. We kept our rushing streak alive.
Yeah. Because on the very last play of the game, they was averaging 100 yards rushing per game. They was 3 yards short. So instead of just taking a knee and ending the game, which you lose a yard when you take a knee because you're going backwards, the coach said, "Nah, Lamar, get out there. Let's just go ahead and quarterback draw and pick up them last 3 yards we need to keep this streak going."
Yeah.
So that means that's a coach that's in tune. Like, are you more important with the streak or trying to keep your people safe? You got your quarterback running that could have got injured. Imagine he got injured and hurt on that last play, though, Kathy. You wouldn't have been with the streak alive.
And he's a great coach. I just think he gets caught up in the moment with them. Yeah.
And yes, Jeanette, I bet against the Eagles. That's what I usually do. I'm psychological with that. If I bet against you and you lose, I still win money. So yes, so it's like it helps me, keeps me balanced emotionally. But go ahead.
But yeah, Tom Brady went there. It was a good ass game, yo. I was watching that game. I ain't gonna lie. We got Seahawk fans. Shout out to the Seahawks.
Yes.
Didn't beat up on the 49ers, but beat the 49ers. But the 40. Oh God,
that defense is real.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, their defense is cool, but Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt again, and now they got to do an MRI on his. Oh, he's got some badass luck. What up, action? God, Jimmy Garoppolo got some bad luck. The
Raider Nation tonight. Yes, I got 3. I got a couple players going tonight.
The Nation against the Chargers. That should be a good game. Justin Herbert is the truth. So you a psychic now, huh, Jay Black?
I don't know what that one is about. Because I'm predicting the games. Oh no, it's just seeing a progression of games about momentum. So no matter the biggest underdog, hey, if momentum is flowing, you got to feel it, and then go from there. When you're making them your sports bets, go with your gut and your instincts about what you're seeing and not what should be happening, because it's all about momentum.
So the O-line was threatened that they better not let nobody touch Lamar. All right, y'all keep playing that silly game. Go ahead, Kathy. Y'all keep playing. But Tom Brady went back into New England, boy. Got that field goal. Right. But the young boy from the Patriots came down the field. He had a field goal try and dunk.
And you know, I made money off that one. I had the under 37 points, and they were at 36 points. So when he went to kick that field goal, I was on edge, like miss, and it was a dunk.
You weren't the only one. All of Tampa Bay was on there. Dunk! I said, damn. Even though there was still time on the clock for Tom Brady to cut. Well, I think he was going. No.
Was up. Brady was up at that point, so I knew.
But if they would hit the field goal, they still had time on. I think there was some time left on the clock that he would get the ball back. I think.
Yeah. It was like close to 50 seconds. It was something. Yeah.
I just had to mess with you, Dave Burns. So yeah, football Sundays rocked out. The fact that the Saints and the Giants play the Cowboys this week. This is our Super Bowl. We're back in it.
You said the Giants play the Cowboys
this week.
So if we need them as Eagles fans to beat the Cowboys to keep
make
everyone
them 3-2 and to make us 2-3 and keep everything close. GOAT coach versus GOAT quarterback. No, it was an interesting game because Bill Belichick, obviously he has a defensive coordinator, but he runs that defense. They were sitting there. He was giving Tom Brady everything he could, boy. That defense with the Patriots did everything they could, man. But that damn Antonio Brown, boy. They was talking about Tom Brady, but that damn Antonio Brown gets open.
Yes,
Damn
every
it, that
time.
man gets open.
Yeah.
If you need 8 yards, it's automatic. If you need 50, it can happen. But if you need 8, it's automatic. FTB, I don't care what team he's on. Oh, Kathy, stop being a hater.
She don't like Tom Brady. Well, nobody really likes Tom. Well, actually, he's starting to warm up to me a little bit now as he's getting older. But yeah, nobody really likes Tom Brady.
There's a lot of people who like Tom Brady.
For real.
The ratings wouldn't have been what they were if America didn't like Tom Brady.
Well, he's a 7-time Super Bowl champ coming back to the team that he won 6 of those rings with. Like it's a whole story behind it. So of course America's going to watch this.
You just the first sentence out your mouth. That's why America loves Tom Brady.
7 Super Bowl champ.
No, he's doing something Jordan couldn't do in basketball, and for me, it's a lot harder to win a Super Bowl than it is an NBA Finals. Like that's why I got to give him credit.
Yeah, you got 11 men on the field. You got offense, defense, special teams. You got so many other elements. Game adventures. Yeah.
Goodness. So next week. I'll be on the East Coast next week, and the Giants, man, if y'all could beat the Cowboys, that would be such a lovely thing. That'd be such a lovely thing, even though Zeke is running crazy. So anyway, that was Football Sunday. Shout out to football that gives you a whole day where no matter what your life,
7
if you're
hours.
a football fan, no matter what your life, what you're going through, you get a distraction all night. My husband loves that dude. I'm a Giant fan. I'm a Giant fan for life. The world needs to thank the Giants for beating them twice. That's absurd.
Kathy, good point, Kathy. She said, who cares? He deserved. Wait, he cheated. What she said? Who cares? He cheated. Won 6 of them rings. Exactly. I give him the Tampa Bay year last year. But all of them with the Patriots, we already know Spygate, how they did to the Eagles. We know Kathy, they cheated the Eagles at 2004.
Who cares how Ray Lewis cheated going to jail for 10 years?
What do you mean? How does that got to do with cheating on the field? He had a little... he had a big situation.
He had a big situation.
Off the field.
Big situation. Y'all better stop worrying about the Flakegate and start worrying about people getting killed at clubs in Baltimore. Y'all, relax. And they was cheating for the Patriots last night. They had some of the worst calls I have ever. I was like, what are these calls? Like the officials across the board are on some like I'm watching announcers just go. I'm watching the announcers go to the expert former official, and the official's going, yeah, I don't know what they.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
I don't know what they. I don't know what they call.
Yeah, illegal hands to the face.
I don't.
Personal foul, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They're like he didn't. Like I'm hearing announcers go. He didn't touch it. It's like, okay. Like, and I know these officials have probably the hardest job in the history of the world because when it comes to sports. But some of these calls, I'm just like, are you just trying to be part of the game? Like what? Like you just want to be able to. TB had a good ball handler that he paid extra money to. Okay.
Oh, going back to Deflategate.
Well, they both cheated, so who you gonna pick? Bill Belichick had they had Spygate, and Roger Goodell burned the tapes and never let anybody see the tapes that they taped.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the year the Eagles and Donovan went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and just happened to be
they
had focused on the red zone, and they had tapes of people's red zone offenses. And it just happened to be ironically that Peyton Manning threw a red zone interception in the AFC Championship, and Donovan threw a red zone interception in the Super Bowl. Hey, I get it. But y'all gonna worry about stuff getting rigged now? Because now Tom Brady against the system. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I just appreciate that football gets you a whole
freaking day.
Oh, man.
7 hours, commercial-free football starts.
And because I went to a certain place, I went to a certain establishment to watch the Giant game, and every time I went to watch them, they lost. I specifically didn't go. That's how ridiculous I am.
Superstitious is your fault.
I watched it on Gamecast, and I watched it play-by-play. I didn't even watch the physical game. I just watched the numbers go up. Daniel Jones, 10-yard pass to so-and-so. and they won. So that means I probably can't watch another game. Damn it.
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes, leave him alone already. New York, God, y'all so ungrateful. That man's doing what he got to do. Who played tonight? The Raiders and the Chargers.
Justin Hubert to Keenan Allen played tonight. That's who played tonight. That's who I need popping off.
And if
tonight.
you got MVP candidate Derek Carr on your fantasy football team, get ready for some numbers. And they got that one receiver that just does nothing but run deep. What's his name? Harrison. He don't do nothing but for the Raiders. He don't do nothing but
Ruggs and Renthal are their main two. And then you got Darren Waller as the tight end.
No, might be Ruggs. It's the one young boy that I forgot, damn, because he had a crazy game last week.
Yeah, I think it may be Ruggs who you talking about.
At least they ain't got no whack game on Monday night. Because Monday night, they trying to step their situation up. All right, y'all. Quickly on a recap of what we're doing today. We got North Philly Gene. Now, for those who don't know who North Philly Gene is, that's the alligator catcher out there. It was in Florida, right?
In Florida, yes. We played a video clip Friday of him catching an alligator in the trash can, and he overcame some fears to do that with slides on at that. So yeah,
with slides on. A dude from North Philly was in Florida and he trapped an alligator. And then they had the white guy afterwards who said everything he did was wrong and you should never do that. He don't know he ain't never been to North Philly. So we're gonna have him on. We got Kamar, the financial. Why do I always get him confused with Dave now? Dave is the finance. No, yes. Kamar is the financial rebel.
Yes,
the financial rebel. So he'll give us some tips on what to do if you win that Powerball. If you win one of those state joints where you can either get all the money at one time and get taxed, or you get it in payments and all that other stuff. And then we got a promoter out here in Texas who got tickets for the big game. I gotta get the big game. They got a comedy show, a big game going on. And we also got one subject that I'm just confused how Little Fizz apologized to Omarion, but I don't get what he apologized for.
And that's what I wanted Mo for. I said, if we play this clip, we need Mo to be able to break down a Little Fizz. I guess when we get into it, all I know is Little Fizz was smashing his Omarion's baby mom.
Oh, that's what he apologized for. Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was apologizing for the Chris Stokes situation. Oh,
the gay, not gay, the sexual
being molested,
assault.
The sexual assault.
Yeah. That
So he was apologizing for knocking. Oh, okay, for Marion's baby mom. Okay.
Yeah. So when we get in that, maybe people will know more than us when it comes to the Little Fizz and why he apologized in April and all that good stuff.
Why don't you take it to the stage? I'm like, y'all obviously talked about it because we're not gonna apologize. You're not gonna apologize to me on stage for knocking down my baby mom.
Well, I publicly humiliated you and talked trash about you, so he wants to publicly apologize. Is the angle. Right, he was apologizing for April. Yes. So his baby moms. Yeah, because your friend should not be in a relationship with your baby mom, and now you're living there with my kids. Yeah, that's a bit touchy. So I kind of.
So you just do what Matt Barnes did to Derek Fisher. Just go see him, and then we ain't gotta apologize. I mean, we gotta fight. You gotta fight.
At that point, you have to.
You gotta get it out the way. I'm not talking about guns. I'm not talking about bats and knives. I'm saying, you got to fight.
Tam said he just wants to be on tour. I thought the same thing as, now can we do a B2K reunion? Now can we get this money? Because I need it. I know you over here getting it. But yeah, because then not only did he mess with his baby, I guess we can get the clip together. Not only did he mess with his baby mom, he also did he was on Love and Hip Hop. They had segments. They had their storylines, all around them. And, good morning, Queen Born.
But if I'm doing, you know what? Let me rethink this, because when you do these shows that we do, you talk too fast. If I'm doing way better than you in life, and I know I done ransacked that vagina, and now you in it. As long as I'm like, dog, don't say a word to my kid. Because then something else might really.
But he lives there. He has to say a word to you.
No.
Fizz lives with the kid.
You know what I'm talking about. Keep it moving. My kids are old enough to tell me. Please don't make me. Then I'm bashing you with a bat. But other than the baby mom, now I think about it. Marion moved on with a badass chick. I forget who he with. I'm like, No, I'm not getting into all that. Like Fizz really looks crazy, but Fizz has always looked crazy. He's always looked. Now he wants to apologize. Go ahead. Let's see.
It'd be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, bro. I did some fucked up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit. I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you. For any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro.
There it is. So
I mean, and then it's kind of a different story. If you've ever taken a picture in your underwear with two other dudes, like they probably got a different type of
what connection because
they've been together since they were little kids. So
he said it was some snake ish he did, and he not proud of it. He want to publicly apologize.
They all in their 30s and everything. Like, stop, like whatever. Y'all just wanted to put that so it could go viral. Shut up. Yes, he was all nonchalant about it. Like, yup, I'm with her now. What? I mean, it's not even disrespectful. Lil Fizz just looks crazy. Like whenever I'm not gonna say in every circumstance, but in a lot of circumstances, whenever you run up behind somebody else.
What do you mean run up behind somebody?
When you run up behind somebody, you run up behind somebody else, and I already done did whatever I did, and then whatever. Like I wish y'all the best. I hope it, like Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes' wife really worked out.
Gloria,
like
go man.
Yeah, they're really married. They really, and even Matt Barnes said, "Yo, he coaches my kid on one of the teams. I just had to see him that day."
Yeah, I think he chased him or something. Matt Barnes chased Derek Fisher and beat him.
And Matt was like, all he had to do was call me and be like, yo,
I'm smashing your baby mom, your ex-wife, and like.
Well, we got to be fair. There's a certain point where you over a certain person, you like just holler at me. Just let me know.
No. Tam asks, Jay Black, would you accept an apology if it happened to you? No, not at all. There's no reason for Omarion to accept Fizz's apology, in my opinion. And it's definitely not at my performance, at my stage. No.
If Jay Black was making $50,000 a show and they had a tour of over 30 shows, I would make sure he accepts that apology.
Omarion doesn't need Fizz or
everybody needs the money because every ticket sale that's extra because it's a storyline. So when you got all of B2K and everybody you're not a B2K
Omarion
fan.
is B2K. Mike, what do you mean? We were fans. We was with them before they blew up.
We were older.
Remember, we were doing school tours.
Yes, but we were
older. We were still with them. We saw them.
Jay, we were not their fan base. Your daughters were their fan base. We were not their fan base.
Yeah, we weren't their fan base, but we were fans of them, like how we saw them in their progression. And Omarion is no B2K without Omarion.
Okay, well, when we see New Edition, doesn't it add something different when they say all of them gonna be there?
Because we know that Ricky can sing, Bobby can sing, Ralph can sing. Like, well, I don't know about Bobby sometimes, but we know that each of them have their own talent and their skill set to carry up.
It don't even matter. Mike Bivens can't sing, but we want Mike Bivens there.
Because he's part of the group as far as the routine, but when I'm saying Omarion has his own hits. Omarion, he can sing the B2K songs. You know why? Because it's his voice. Jay Boog can't do that. Little Fizz can't do that.
But you're not a
Raz B can't do that.
See, but you name those people. Those are important people to B2K fans.
Just for the routines. It's just
the whole
being
group.
As a collective.
No, the poster has them on it. They love those guys. Or trust me, Omarion would not have him on there if he didn't bring. Like we're not B2K fans.
I'm just saying Omarion is B2K.
You're not an expert. And okay, you got served. Weren't they all on there? All of them.
And who was the lead character?
And what weren't they all on there?
It was Omarion and Marcus Houston.
And they were all on there. Hollywood wouldn't have paid them all if they weren't all important. The B2K fans love them.
Not as a tour, Omarion can keep. He's on the Scream tour with the little the Soldier Boys and the Bow Wows, and that's what they want to see. Now, of course, as a unit, it does sound better when you say B2K and then maybe featuring Omarion for his hits.
You're not one of the, how are you gonna speak for fans you're not one of?
Because I know Omarion is the group.
You don't know nothing.
He is that group.
If that's the case, this video would have gone viral. If Little Fizz was, first of all, Little Fizz has caused more drama off, and he brings that attention. When they say Little Fizz and Omarion going to be on the show together, then B2K fans go crazy. They go crazy, like, yo, they all going to be there.
And like you saw, it was Omarion's show. Clearly, his performance, his show, that Fizz came on to apologize. You know why? Because Omarion's still touring. He's still getting them bags. Fizz ain't touring. Fizz can't tour unless him and Omarion's cool.
The point,
at some point, he had to realize that, dang, I need this money.
And the point of this, you're not gonna blow a bag because you're mad because he's blowing your baby mom back out like 10 years after you touched her. You're not blowing.
He's not losing a bag because he's still touring.
No, he will. But he first of all,
and he ain't got to share nothing either.
Jay, they're extra bag, yes, and they're extra bags, so you can give him 10,000 and be like, the promoter now has to pay extra money that you're gonna make more money off of. When you go to them and say, I got all of B2K gonna perform, now they give you a bigger piece. You give Little Fizz what you think he deserves because you're Omarion. I'm not arguing that, but that's just more money. There ain't no reason to fight that.
Even
cares?
Destiny Child, Michelle and Kelly can do shows, but I get as a unit, they tour as a different, like B2K as a unit. I kind of get what you're saying as a group, and New Edition all together. Like when they rehearsing now for their tour. So Johnny Gill, Mike Bear posting stuff. Working
you
out.
Underestimate what B2K did. If it wasn't for Beyonce going solo, if Destiny's Child had ended at the end of Destiny's Child's run, B2K was killing the game on the same level as Destiny's Child until Beyonce went solo. Let's be clear. In actuality, B2K was doing
I'm a Survivor. Destiny Child was B2K was bigger than
that's when Survivor came out. That's when Destiny's Child took themselves to another level. But if Beyonce never goes solo, if they just end right there, we're forgetting what B2K was doing.
I don't know.
When they were calling people bugaboos, B2K
you a bugger
was killing them.
Who? You bugging me? The bugaboo. I don't know. That was the Pink Panther Beyonce. Was that the Pink? No,
but now, obviously, in hindsight, Destiny's Child is obviously bigger than B2K. I get that. I'm saying in
04. You saying in 04 or 03 before Crazy in Love.
Yes, we're forgetting what B2K really was. They were at arenas. They were at arenas. And they did have literally them teenagers screaming to the point where the Scream tour was literally accurate in what they called it, because it was the most annoying show I've ever been to I've never heard a piercing noise like 13, 14, and 15-year-olds screaming. No, it didn't even sound like that. It was a high pitch. Oh my God. I remember being in Trenton and getting on that stage and just being like, I can't do this. I said, these little girls, their high-pitched voices was on some and there was a lot of little boys too. We just didn't know. Their high-pitched, they was like, yeah, it was like a gunshot going through my brain. I don't know how Jay would stay for the whole. I'd be out. I'm like, let me tell you,
because I had my daughter wanted to go see the Young Birds, and like she wanted to go to these tours shows, so I had to be there so she could meet them, and
he would get the pictures.
Yeah.
I remember parking in at the Trenton Sovereign Bank Arena. I think that's what it was called then. And parking in a spot and looking. And I remember them concerts, for some reason in Trenton, the concert started, well, it was because it was kids, started mad early. Like we had to be at the arena like some craziness. It'd be like noon. Then the show started at 2:30 or some craziness.
Sound check, crowd.
I'm still recovering from last night. And I remember going like, God, man. And then I remember parking at the Sovereign Bank Arena and getting in my car, and I dipped out, got in my car, and I looked, and it was a bar right there, and it was
Here
open.
we go. Everything go back to a bar.
And it was open. out my car. I remember sitting
Yeah.
at that bar, and I swear we had to do something that night. I remember sitting at that bar. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It was like, but it was a nice bar. I forget what it was called. It was a nice bar. But shout to the effing Scream tour. Oh my God.
So Fizz apologized. So I'm sure J Bug and maybe Raz B, they're happy because now they could potentially go back on tour and secure the money. For those who missed it, here you go. Little Fizz apologizing to Omarion.
I think it would be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, bro.
Look at these shenanigans. Oh, look at this. Look at this nonsense. It's like the WWE.
Some snake ass shit.
I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro.
Who's the fat dude with the velvet? Who's that?
It looked like Raz B for a second, but I don't know. It might. Is it just Omarion's hype man? Wait, is that Raz B?
They look like they was about to do a song. He like, look, they had the whole thing plotted out. They're like, oh, you here now? Let's here now. Let's do a song. We here now.
Did he start doing the little moves?
I don't even know B2K, so I can't name 3 B2K songs.
B2K, yeah, I can't. Wait a minute.
All
See, there's so, but you can name 3 Destiny Child songs. You already did the Bugaboo.
So, no, but like I said, by the time they popped off, I was not listening to those songs. Like I was out. Like I was like, dog, we didn't play a B2K song inside the damn club. Like we didn't play no B2K songs.
Even at 9 o'clock when the doors first opened.
Yeah, we ain't play no B2K song. We ain't play no B2K songs at the club.
But then
it was. Well, I was like 28, and they were rocking for kids like 16 and 17 year. I was like, I'm good, like whatever. Mike don't say who that with the was that Raz B?
It kind of looked like it could have been Raz. I don't know. Is some of Raz cool? Because I thought he might be mad at Raz for outing him for the whole sexual assault. I think everybody was mad at Raz B. For bringing all that up about Chris Stokes allegedly touching them and all that, and Omarion and Marcus Houston knew, and they didn't help him.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here. Yeah, like they poor guys. If they ever did a real motion picture, a real movie, and they let the real dirt out, it might win an Academy Award. But they'll never do that. They'll never let that out.
Nah, yeah. So, but that was a little fizz. So, like, did you believe that was true? Because did you see? I don't know. I ever saw anything when we used to hang with them all the time with each of them shows, and you see Chris Stokes and did you ever think anything?
When I saw the pictures, I thought that was weird. Sitting in your boxes, taking a picture in a hotel bed. But we let a whole lot of suspect stuff go on back then. Yeah. We let a whole lot of weird. Not even to mention the R. Kelly, obviously. Bump. They
did play that. We did play. No, in the beginning of the club, I could see that. As you cut ladies coming and getting their drinks free before 11, you know, you got the B2K bump. I can see with Diddy, the Diddy verse. Yeah, that's J Pearl. Good looking. Yeah, bump. Yeah, I think we did play that one.
Bump. Yeah, I remember that. I remember playing that at the night show all the time, like and turning the music down in the studio.
Yeah.
It sure did at J Pearl. Bump.
What groups do we have right now? Is there groups out right now?
You don't have
any group?
Migos. We don't have. There's no groups.
Singing groups. No,
there's no Drew Hill or Jodeci's or Boys the Men or there's no groups. Wow. It takes too much work. It's too much work to have a group. It's too many damn personalities, and people realize, man, it's too damn hard to keep this group together.
3LWs,
Escape, Jagged Edge.
112.
That went by the wayside now.
Oh, they said R. Kelly wrote bump. I think he did.
He probably did. Oh, let's shout out Nick Cannon. I watched Nick Cannon's show on his first week, and then I watched it last Friday. It's improving. It's improving. Is
he shucking and jiving too much for you? When I mean by is he trying to cater to?
I think he's getting more in his. I think he's finding a rhythm. He's finding, I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
But it, it's good. Now, the show that I will say that I didn't think, Charlemagne the God has a show on Fridays on Comedy Central. And I've always said they've tried to figure out how to put Charlemagne in a situation where he really, where it brings out the best in him. And I always said the reason why they're having such a hard time is because they already have the show, and it's called Charlemagne in front of that laptop in the corner of that studio at Power 105, and you can't recreate it. That's when Charlemagne is in his most comfortable zone. That's when Charlemagne can do what. That's the show. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. They tried a bunch of shows of Charlemagne. It never worked. I think they have something with this show. They have a thing called How Ja Rule Feels, where Ja Rule reads these political statements, but they're very Ja Rule is very articulate, and he can flip these things that they have him reading. You have to see it. I have it somewhere, and I wanted to send it. Charlemagne may have something with this one, so I might have been totally wrong. I just think, Charlemagne, you created something by mistake that I don't think they can reinvent. But this show is starting. I'm starting to like this show.
So Charlemagne, you're starting to like
Fridays. I'm starting to like. Now I'm really starting to like Charlemagne's show. He's really starting to get into a good lane. So they promoted Charlemagne's show on Versus, yes, but the first time anyone else spoke about this is a night. Yeah, it's at night on Fridays. I forget what time. I think 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't know. Check Comedy
So it's
Central.
once a week, whereas Nick Cannon is every day though, right?
Yeah, Nick Cannon is every day.
It's like 12 noon Eastern, something like that. I think somebody said he was a little dry. Tam said he was a little dry. Yeah. Did you notice how he's reversing the stage where the host is on the left and the guest is on the right? I don't know why that bothered me.
Yeah, because it looks like they're in the same damn studio that Wendy's in. So I guess they're trying
probably with Fox. Yeah, yeah.
They're trying to.
Every host is always on the right side. Late night, like every from Kelly Clarkson to Jimmy Fallon to like everyone is on the right, so it was throwing me off to have him on the left side.
Has anybody ever? I think somebody has been on the left side, but you're right. For the most part, if you're looking at the TV, the interviewer is on the right and the guest is on the left. If you're looking directly at the TV, now if you're on the show, then you're the guest and you're on the right. But if you're looking at the TV, the person interviewing you is normally on your right. So I guess they're trying to switch things up. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. But I really do. I think Charlemagne got something here, because now you could tell his research team is now on the same level as the damn Jon Stewart's and the Bill Maher's, and he's got some poignant things that he's saying that is really like in a zone. Like I think so. I'm hopefully it catches on. I just think that it's so tough, because I really will say this again. They always say you can't reinvent the wheel. I think Charlemagne damn near reinvented the wheel just by being in that corner at Power 105 in front of that laptop and being at his most comfortable. But he's building into something. So congratulations. He used to be on that side from his station show. They on to something.
With the opposite sides. But either way, or I don't know, like Tam says, is a little dry, a little bit. It's like
you're talking about Nick Cannon.
Yeah, he's talking about Nick Cannon. Yeah. Because he used to be on that same. Yeah, we were talking about the different sides.
Okay. All right.
So I guess his radio show.
Nick Cannon. Yeah, Nick, like that whole daytime afternoon thing is tough because they're not gonna let you. I mean, it's just tough. It's just a whole. And you got to go to those meetings and people telling you, the people who are watching in the Midwest, and this and that and that and that. I always wonder, would it be better for one of those shows to have happened on Netflix or something, or Amazon Prime or something, where you ain't got to worry about the politics. But hey, they're copping checks and they're doing what they got to do. So shout to Nick Cannon and Charlemagne. I honestly, I think they're starting to pick up some traction. And like anything else, your first show, your 15th show is going to be a lot better than your first, second, and third show. You're not even going to watch your first 3 shows ever again. Like I don't even want to hear my first 3 radio shows ever. I don't ever want to hear the first 3. Now the 60th one, when you're walking in there, and you're like a creative robot where this is like second nature and you're just going and you're just making it happen, those are the ones you want to watch. Trust me. Those are the ones they want to watch. So hopefully we're rooting for them. More checks for them, gentlemen. When we come back, we'll take our Black and Mild break. I sent this thing to Jay Black of Michael Jackson and Questlove from The Roots. I don't know if Jay has it, but Questlove from The Roots has actual audio of Michael Jackson doing his own background vocals for Thriller. And you're probably like, what's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
When you hear him, Johnny Gill made a statement when Johnny Gill was on here, and Johnny Gill said the greatest vocalist that I've ever heard is Michael Jackson. And I was like, wow. I was like, well, what about so-and-so and so? He's on Michael Jackson. And hey, I think I forgot. Maybe I forgot. But when I hear these background vocals that Michael Jackson did all the background vocals for this part of Thriller. And if we have him, if you hear his notes that Michael Jackson is hitting, I didn't even know it was Michael Jackson in the beginning. And I'm like, damn, Johnny Gill. Well, I don't know why I'm shocked, but Johnny Gill was right. We'll talk about a little bit of that. We'll talk about
I played the old Johnny Gill clip. I played old Johnny Gill clip when he was singing to Michael Jackson. He said that was his favorite song. I played that clip. Why not?
And big ticket rumors are that Rap City is coming back. God, I feel like I'm really on radio right now. Jesus. All right. I just had a flower. I'm about to break out in the rash. We'll come back. We'll rock out you on my IG Live. Stay on there. Don't forget to download that Media Room 360 TV. That Media Room 360 TV. Download that so you can watch it on TV, man. That's what's going on. We got guests coming on. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we got
guests in about 5 minutes as well. Yep. Every 30 minutes, we got a different guest coming up today. So good stuff.
I'm about to get my energy drink and smoke a Black and Mild. All right. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Old clip, people. Old clip.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
We're just going to sing.
Then I got to go. I'm still going to have to go with Mike.
Okay.
You and I was made for pain. We must bring salvation back. I mean, you know, how you this guy was just.
You got to finish that. Finish that line, Johnny. You
gotta finish it, Johnny. You got to finish it. You got to finish it. Come on.
Wait. Jay Black still in
Where there is love, I'll be there. Don't you know, baby? Yeah. Come on, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Look at you, honey.
Yes. Just call my name.
Get into it.
And I'll be there.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. Widowers Records, baby. About to ruin another perfectly good song. Yep, true story. Used to date this girl. One night she got in my car. She just wanted to argue. She started talking bad about me. She started talking about my nose. Coming for me. I'm sensitive about my nose. So I had no choice. I had to make that walk. Make that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thought. True colors. I never ditched the chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that big walk. I guess you know where she's going. Yeah. Know you wanna fight. I can see it in your eyes when I picked you up at your front door. Matter of time, there's no reason for this fight. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dealing with this shit, and it's about to be on. Stop talking all this shit. Oh, she won't, so I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk her ass home, girl, just keep going. Hope you get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors. I've never dissed a chick before. I apologize if you live too far, but I made that walk. Made that walk. I guess you know where she's going. Oh, nah. Clown my mom's hairdo when the couch is in the guest room. I'll make sure I keep her number blocked. Now it's time to play. Go out on a date. I'll be partying to 5 o'clock. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, girl. You ain't the one I want. I can't stop laughing, girl. Cause I made that walk. Made that walk. Walk your ass home, girl. Just keep going. Hope she get lost. Don't let me your thoughts. True colors are showing. Get out my car and stay out my car. You don't talk about my nose. I'm sensitive about my nose. We the worst records. Yeah, yeah. Made that walk. That'll learn ya.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap in. Michael, Shawn, and Takeover legends. Michael, Shawn, J Black. Sexy Mo is out. Shawnee Scott is out. Can't trust them women.
Can't trust.
No, I'm playing.
Shout out to Major, the artist Major. He just emailed, just saying what up. Shout out to Major's album is out right now. Major.Hope Motivations. What up, Major? Appreciate the love, and we appreciate the support as well.
Shout out to Major. We had a great interview with him last week.
Yep.
I didn't even know. Dog, Major looks different. I didn't even say this guy. I know how to say it because when I had his song, everybody had the wedding song.
I didn't know it until that day, to be honest.
Oh, you didn't know that song?
No, that's why I said for those who might not have heard it, let's get a little piece of it. That was my way of saying I don't know it, but I try to put it off on others. Yeah.
The day I heard that song, I was like, don't ever let a chick break up with you and you hear this song. Jeez, my God. God, you got to get a bottle of some type of liquor because I was like, damn, this is why I love you.
Yeah.
This is why. What?
Yeah, I streamed it after the show. I'm gonna check the whole album out too.
Golly, I said,
Yeah, so-
damn, who the hell wrote this? But shout out to Major for having people crying in their living room by themselves and with all the lights off. But I'm also at weddings where people are holding each other, being like, "This is why I love you. I'm gonna be with you forever." Psych.
Psych.
So. All right, let me get the my IG. Even though people
They're not gonna hear the clip.
They're not gonna hear the clip.
They're not gonna hear the clip.
For those listening right now, so they on the driver's side.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was me pulling up something. All right.
So Johnny Gill was on the show months ago, and Johnny Gill, I was asking about who he thought was the greatest vocalist, like who is his top vocalist, and he said Michael Jackson. And I think we get so caught up because Michael Jackson has so many pop hits that we forget the songs where he flexes his vocal skills. And I'm going through Instagram, then I go through YouTube, and Questlove has the background vocals on Michael Jackson doing all the background vocals. Now, when I hear it, I don't know who the hell this is. I'm just listening because I like, Questlove always has interesting stuff on his social media.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, this obviously, once I heard it, I was like, I'm thinking there were other people doing the background vocals for Thriller. Well, Michael Jackson does each track, and we'll just play it so y'all can hear it and hear the range he has on this.
You start to freeze.
Keep going down.
You start to freeze.
Oh, I sent you. Oh, I got the wrong ones. Damn, I'm sorry.
You start to freeze.
Those are not the ones.
You start to freeze. And so it looks you right in the eyes. Thriller night. Thriller night. Thriller night.
Maybe he's getting to it next.
Go ahead.
Thriller night. And no one's gonna sing it from the beat. But otherwise.
Oh, wait. Did it start over? No, it's still going. Oh, did I hit something?
He didn't get to the high part.
Therapy wine. Jenna, Bella, tonight. We just call it the Jenna, Bella, here tonight. Jenna, Bella, here tonight.
Okay, Mike.
Jenna, Bella, here tonight. Jenna, Bella, here tonight. They're up. Jenna, Bella, here tonight. Bella.
Oh, nice. Damn.
All right. So that was let me start. So that was go ahead, I'll let you break that down. That's interesting.
It's just and then I don't know if Quest was taking a shot. He was like, damn, I wish they had the direction of Janet Jackson doing her background vocals. I didn't know if that was a diss. I didn't know if he took a shot.
Janet can really sing, right? Well, focus on Michael. Focus on Michael.
So Mike. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Make me want to listen to Thriller, though. I'll tell you that.
No, it really does make you like underestimate how like you kind of forget how dope Thriller is because we've heard it 7 trillion times. And if you ever heard, damn, how legendary is Questlove? I know, but others may not. No, Questlove is absolutely amazing, and the stuff he has in his stash. The fact that he can access that stuff.
Questlove, yeah.
Questlove would be amazing. Questlove is just Questlove, man. But I just thought that was interesting. Listening to Michael Jackson building that whole thing and understanding that he did all the background vocals for it and killed that track by track by track by track by track. So, hey, not that I need to toot MJ's horn, pause. I think we all know how dope MJ is. So, who is Ron and Vanessa?
Oh, Ron and Vanessa are from the Cosby Show. What are their real names? Tempest. Blood. I don't know Ron's real name.
Tempest Blood. But what was it that you got?
Well, no, they've been together for 28 years and they're not married. And then it came up as a question related to, is marriage the end all be all? Where is it at? Right there.
I didn't know they were together.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they've been together for 28 years and not married. Should the end goal always be marriage? And that was one, a future topic that we were going to.
How old was she when he started Ram Squadding?
Did they meet on the show? They might have met on the show.
Wow, I had no clue. Look at Jay Black trying to get me on something. I had no clue that Ron and Vanessa were actually together for so they got married finally.
No, they're not married. They're still not married. And it just came out. It was like their anniversary or something. It was like trending. That they were, it was the anniversary of them being together and not married. And I was like, man, is that the end goal? Always should be marriage, or is that considered you're settling if you're not married? And that was where we were going to go.
Yeah, we definitely need some females.
Yeah, that's why I said that's a female. We need some female. We would say we need some. What do you call them on the show?
Some ovaries.
We
definitely need some ovaries on this show.
When we dive into that one.
They've been together for 28 years, but it's working. Like, I don't understand if it works. Why do people force you got to get married? Wasn't the whole point of being together forever? I don't know, ladies. This is why we had to put a red alert to Leah to see if Leah could understand, because I don't get this whole. I don't get the whole thing of if the whole situation is working, why people are like, well, when y'all gonna get married? But if it's working, why you need to get married? Like, why? It's just like I don't get it. I don't understand why if everything's fine right now. Well, I mean, and I ain't got no problem because I don't want Stacey calling up here. I don't want her texting or whatever. I'm down. Me and Stacey have been together forever, but I don't get why it seems to be like that has to be the next forced thing. If every 28 years.
Yeah, yes. Yep, 28 years. So yeah, we'll dive into it because some people look at it, you're selling it if you ain't got that ring.
But if y'all made it 20 years in a successful relationship, why would you even dare to try and do something different? If y'all good with it,
you ain't official unless you married. That's what they say. That's what they say.
I also don't feel like spending all that money to get married. Honestly, jeez, my God, all that money that you got to spend to get married.
Look like our 8:30 Eastern guest is here early. I'm not sure what happened with the other guests.
Who's our 8:30 guest that we got booked?
I call him Alligator Gene. Is who I call him. I call him Alligator Gene.
North Philly Gene.
North Philly. North
Fifth
Philly
Street Gene.
Fifth Street.
Fifth Street Gene on the porch with a black and mild trapping alligators.
Actually, I think we do have a clip to remind. I mean, you're funny. Yeah. For those who might not remember who Alligator Gene is.
Go ahead, play that clip real quick. Play that clip and get on my IG Live, damn it.
Well, he's using his cell phone, so he can't jump on. Yeah.
Hang on, hold on, let me get my energy drink.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, because I like when Mike was doing your play-by-play. When you was doing your play-by-play.
Let me know. Somebody let me know the hand. Yeah, I got you.
I like Mike's. Put this little get in. No, I know you an alligator, so get it. Take that. Get up in here. Get. Yo, the more I watch this clip, the more Gene is crazy as. Get your ass and the tail, and we need the tail in there. Think I'm playing? I'm gonna recycle your ass. Get in there.
I'm gonna recycle your ass.
I'm gonna recycle your ass. Yo, that is nutty. The more I look at that clip, ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, fellas? What's going on?
Alligator Gene is in the building. Alligator Gene is in the building. All right.
Listen, I said this: if I could put an alligator in a trash can, Ben Simmons can put a basket in, a bucket in a basket. You dig?
Yo,
real rap.
A Ben Simmons stab early in the morning. No, Philly mother ace. Yo, Philly mother ace.
How y'all doing today, man?
I'm good. Now, Gene, good. Okay, all right. Let's take this from the beginning. And I said, are you a father? You have a family? Are you a father?
Yeah, I'm a father. I got 7 daughters.
You have 7 daughters. Okay. So who sent you? How did you even know there was an alligator in your driveway? Take us from the beginning. Like, what happened where you were like, I got to go outside because there's an alligator in my driveway?
I was getting ready to play basketball with my nephew. Just, the sun was just tuning down. So 5, 6 o'clock is right when it started turning up for 90s. The Florida's always hot. So I was setting the court up, and my daughter said, there's an alligator across the street in my neighbor's yard. When she was an older black lady, I said, all right, well, let it be. I mean, it's probably a small one. She's like, no, it's a big one. So she took a bike and ran over. There's other people looking. She got too close. That's why I said, oh, yeah, she tripping. Let me go over here and help my baby out. But the first thing I thought in my head, I just got finished listening to Scenario in my head about, Tribe Called Quest in the car. The whole time, I'm walking over there with that type vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because back in my day, back in my day, the 90s, you walk up to a dude about to fight, you say, jump up out to get beat down. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing back then. So I walked over there. As soon as I got in front of me with the trash can, I approached him. And then, it was all blooming. And then, the Busta Rhymes come out. Powerful impact. Boom, from the cannon. I got it. I got him though. So I mean, I was glad everybody was happy. I got claps and I got people who praised me. I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous at first because that was the first time I've ever been in front of an alligator face to face, and I think I did all right, man. I came out unscathed and I returned it back to the water. You know what I'm saying? That was the most important thing. I love animals.
Wait. You took the alligator you took him back to the water?
Yeah, I had this. You ain't see the second part. It's on my Instagram. You should watch the whole video.
Yeah, Mike. I gotta pull it up. Remember, Mike? You was like, "Yeah, he's the alligator. He's your bitch now." Like you remember? Yeah. And then he ran off real fast.
Yeah, you did.
Listen, I ran off real fast because I thought that late plastic shit. You never know if the dude gonna come out the water or not. I mean, the big mama. So I said, you know what? I don't want to be in the trash can. Let me dart. My nephew said, "Yo, run, Gene, hurry up." So I did that. When I came back out the trash can, everything is history, man. It came out good.
Yeah, I tried to explain to everybody because we showed the white guy afterwards, the expert said that he basically critiqued you. You should never do this. What he did, he made a whole bunch of mistakes. And what I tried to explain to the people, when you're from a certain culture or from a certain part of any city, I don't care if it's Philly, Chicago, especially when you're a dad, Your family don't give a damn. If there's an alligator in the driveway, dad has to get the alligator out the driveway. Like it's just you have no choice but to do it. Like
Absolutely.
so
That's
you
that.
really
Yeah, it's like this. I'm gonna go back in the house, put my sneakers on, but I got my flip. That's why I reacted. I was supposed to put my little LeBrons on to play ball. Man, I was right on it, man. I ain't waste no time. And I look ever since then. I said, look, Adidas, stop playing with me. Give me the contract. We can make some Gator flip flops together. Let's get it.
Gator flip flops.
Listen, with the trash can as the logo. What's going on? Talk to me.
Yo, so when you post it, right? You ain't really, I mean, you already know you're gonna get some views on this because this is crazy. This ain't no normal day at the office, right? So when do you know it's getting bigger than what you even thought?
When the Shade Room contacted me in my DM, they was like, yo, your video crazy. I thought it was a fake page. I said, man, stop playing with me. I said, thank you. The first thing I said, laid down, and they hit me up again, like, yo, we want to post a video in the Shade Room. I said, I'm gonna go for it, man. I see what's up. The next morning, it was like 4 newspaper people in front of my door. So that's what got me.
And then now it's turned into a thing where you're on every show. Like, what name the shows that you're either supposed to be on or already been on?
I got something I got to do today. I know I got to do my man Nick Cannon. You know, shout out to Nick Cannon. He's a third dude. So I got him. I got a few other people, and I can't say offhand, but I have got some more calls. I got some calls from overseas, Australia. That's Steve Earle. That's where the Monster Gate is at. They won't put me out there. Look, give me the dumpsters. I scoop 3 of them up and talk shit to them in the trash can. Listen, I got them out there. I'm replacing them. I'm taking them into a reserve. Yeah, we not playing with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
All right, be careful, Gene. You know how he died. He died in the middle of working.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Be careful.
Listen, I remember. I was a big fan. I had the VHS. That's before YouTube. Trust me, I know. I remember.
So
I think Survivor, did Survivor reach out to you too? All right. I think you got did Survivor give you a call? I know you said Kelly Clarkson reached out the show. Did you get Survivor, or at least ideas?
Not Survivor. When they called me, I'm down with. I've been getting in shape anyways. I'm built for this. For tough. I'm a hustler. Ask about me on my casting shit, real rap. So I'm ready. Let's get it.
He's so Philly.
Listen, like I told you from the rip, I got 7 kids, man. I'm not gonna play. Why not take an opportunity out of this and provide for my children and my family and friends that I'm close to? We all been talking about it. I've been manifesting it for years. So this happened, fell in my lap. I appreciate it. I did my time in the military, and that was definitely an experience of its own. Because people where I'm from don't travel out of past far as Delaware, maybe New York. Once you start seeing the world and you see people out here starving kids, begging for food on the side of the road, you and your up armored vehicle, that should have changed it, man. You feel what I'm saying? Your perspective in life, like, look, I'm in the best country in the world, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. You think what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna do now.
You're absolutely correct. So on your YouTube, do you have a YouTube page?
Listen, I don't got nothing. I don't even know. People calling me like, I gotta set this up. I don't have nothing. YouTube, I don't know. I don't know. I know that it's up on YouTube, but I don't have nothing. All that's in my lawyer's hands. I'm gonna let them handle all that.
Yeah, because you got to monetize this. You got to start. We got to think of a TV show.
Listen, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
We just gotta start going around the country with that same trash can and just start trapping shit like everywhere. I don't care if it's a cat out of tree. I don't care. I don't care if it's a squirrel. I
said my daughter said the second day. I said, listen, Netflix can call me. He can call me an alligator catcher. I'm gonna go to Nebraska. A white lady just tell me, look, there's a raccoon getting on my nerves. I crawl right up in that motherfucker and snatch his ass up and put him in that trash can. But I ain't gonna kill him either. I'm gonna take his ass to somebody else's woods and listen. You 1,000 miles away. Don't come back, brother. She ain't like, and that's the end of that, you know what I mean? That's that segment. You gotta take care of the nuisance. I'm on that type time.
You thank you for your service, first of all.
Thank
so being somebody who was in the military, do you have any guns in the house? Are we allowed to talk about it? Because I'm thinking maybe that would have been a thought. Because if I had a gun in the house, I probably would have taken. I would probably ran in the house. I probably would have grabbed the trash can.
Listen, I do got a gun in the house, but I don't kill animals, man. I never, like I said, when I was a kid. I'm from North Philly. Me and my brothers. We had, I come from the area. Now everything gentrified. When I was young, all the houses was abandoned. You feel what I'm saying? So we would take our house, make it. That would be our little, I guess, like playhouse / our tree house. We snatch up stray pit bulls, put them in a blanket, punch them around a little bit. Next thing you know, that's our dog for the month. To the SPCA come and get them. So that's the type of environment I come from. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. You take the dirty mattresses outside, bringing this, you flipping on it. The girl like, oh, this your little spot. No windows, no doors. But that was the days back in the 90s and 80s. And I had good times, man. I'm glad I still be here just to see all this and this happen. So that's it.
So in a weird way, just your upbringing made you unafraid of animals.
Yeah,
So it was like
I
your
never seen an
experiences.
alligator, and I seen it on the news. You know, you seen them on TV, so
Right.
but it could be intimidating because it's like, damn, they thick as skin. They literally thick as, you know what I mean? They thick as rubber, so you ain't getting through that easily. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think that's 300 million years of evolution. God meant for them to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is absolutely amazing.
And
Now
like,
your
and-
neighbors.
yeah, there you go. I'm about to say with the neighbors. I know when I spoke with him briefly, he mentioned that people made offers to buy his house from him. Mike, can you talk a little about that? So that they want to buy your house, so people want to buy the house.
Yeah, I had like 2 offers so far. Some people called me. I was getting them before, but now it's like that increased. But that went to something different than what it was the first time. You know what I'm saying? I guess because of the incident. So, but I'm being patient. It ain't even been a week yet. It's only 6 days.
Why would all of a sudden your house be so valuable? Like why?
The house is new at that, but people it's a new subdivision. You got the Airbnbs down there in Florida. That's a big thing. So I think that's what the approach was from this person. But when this happened and he found out who I was, because at first he kept, can I give you, pay off the rest of your mortgage? We're gonna give you this, and your pocket, you keep the extra. Listen, this dude I ain't know I had to send him the link to the CNN interview. Then he started losing his mind. Like, hold on, let's double that then. I said, he thinking long term. He can sell that to somebody else. Like, you don't remember the alligator guy? He's living in his house. You know what I mean? He trying to be like that. So I don't blame you. I don't knock nobody hustle, man.
Okay, who was the person taping this whole thing? Who had the phone?
It was one of my neighbors, man. I don't know, but I try to communicate to dude, but I guess he ain't on that type time. Like, I don't want no attention, so he like, you got it, but I don't really know him at all. But he live in my neighborhood though.
Because you are risking your life.
Oh, it was 5 adult grown men out there. I was the only nigga that stepped up to the plate. Nobody wanted to do anything. They like, I'm cool. They like, they said, you got that, OG. You got it. But listen, my daughter, I thought of like this. What if I go back in the house and fucking play the game and procrastinate? My daughter get her leg ripped off because she want to play with the bike and run over the alligator tail. That's what my daughter. Once I seen her do that, I was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I was telling you, I was with my thing. Will up, get up, and I went up. I was my scenario. I went on it, man.
So when you watch the video, do you kind of rethink to yourself like, yo, what was I on that moment?
Oh,
like when
yeah,
you watch the video, you go like, I was really tripping right there.
You gotta think. I was behind the trash can. I didn't see the tail whipping like that. I seen it when it was going in. I didn't see a lot of the tail whipping until I seen that angle. And I'll be honest, if I was one of them dudes, I would step back too. Like, hold on, I ain't on that Jurassic Park shit. That's just great. That's how I was like, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so listen. All right, we're gonna monetize this because I know you got your lawyer. We gotta monetize. Jay Black's wife has a company that does all personalized T-shirts.
I'm trying to get it in there. I got a logo in my head. I want to do something with my hat. I mean, my do-rag, trash can, and the flip-flops.
Yes.
But I have got reaching out by Adidas, so I'm gonna wait and see how that reach out too. They did reach out to me, so I'm gonna see how that go and down the line.
If Adidas ain't on their P's and Q's, because you know, if they ain't on their P's and Q's, because I don't know what Adidas is gonna do. We can make anything personalized that you want, whatever logo.
Actually, we should, yeah.
Whatever phrases you want, because at this point we can put it for anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen. I was gonna say this: all heroes don't wear capes; they wear do rags. You did put that on the joint. Let's get it.
All heroes don't wear capes; they wear do rags. Damn it! And that's
like
funny. It's so normal to me to see a do rag. Now I realize, wow, he really he went out there with his do rag and his slides on and just trapped the alligator. So when is the Kelly Clarkson interview supposed to happen?
Sometime later on this evening. Afternoon. I believe so. Yeah, I gotta look at my schedule. I know it's this afternoon. I got it.
So what do you do, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer this. What do you do for a living after the military? Are you retired or you are?
I had a few jobs. I came back to Philly. I was a postal employee. I worked as a SEPTA driver. That's basically a bus transportation. Then I eventually went to Florida, and now I'm like a stay-at-home dad / I guess I'm a vet, so I get paid from the VA. So that's what basically I do right now. I'm just collecting a check until I'm finding this truck driving thing out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, so all right. So you got a whole bunch of. We need you, like if Nick Cannon. You're doing Nick Cannon, right? And it's via StreamYard or whatever. You haven't. So I wonder what other talk shows we got to get you on. Like we got to get you.
Our financial advisor said financial rebel said he got to be careful with the quotes because there's people steal your sayings. Yeah, we got to get everything copywritten and we got to own the rights to all that. So yeah, I ain't even think about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would, you know, I like the. I don't look at TV that often, but you know, I like all the Ellen DeGeneres. I even go on Maury Pope if he want me to. I mean, I'm with it.
You got it. Hey, the hustle is real.
So look, he made World Star. He did World Star. I said, what? He's everywhere right now. Everybody's reaching out to him. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you can trap anything right now. And what I'm saying is, the one thing you can do is get a YouTube page.
Yeah, I got to do that.
And that ain't too hard to monetize your YouTube page and put it on there. And then you could take it wherever you want to take it. Literally, you could trap a stuffed animal in that damn trash can, and you're going to get hundreds and thousands of views because people going to be like, yo, he tripping right now.
Yeah,
so,
I got a few parodies for you. I ain't going to lie. It's going to involve me and my nephew. We're going to set something up real soon.
What parodies you got? Y'all doing music parodies?
No, not music. Basically me, you know.
Oh, just doing the parodies for the skits
for the
and everything like
that. Yeah. Like switch the roles. Let me lay in the grass and alligator come snatch my ass up in the trash can. That's what do something like that.
Yeah, I see a weekly segment now. Alligator Gene every
Alligator Gene. We might have Alligator Gene on here every week, giving his views and opinions
on whatever it is. So, are you a big sports fan, Alligator Gene?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm more an NBA guy first, but I watch sports enough. I'm a huge LeBron fan. Of course, Kobe. You know, he's a dad, daughter, dad, whatever it is. That's what I am. You know, basically, I don't have no boys. And sports wise, you know, I pay attention. I was real disappointed in Ben Simmons, man. That boy folded like a wallet. I ain't gonna cat to you. So, other than that, I watch basketball, a little bit of boxing. That's it.
Got you. Okay, I'm a big boxing fan, basketball, football, the whole nine. Y'all being real hard on Ben Simmons right now. Y'all being hard.
Exactly, right, Gene?
Hold on, Gene. Let me just explain, Gene.
Soft? He's soft as cotton balls. Go ahead. What you about to talk about?
Let me explain. This is why you got to look at the bigger picture, Gene. The bigger picture is that the organization knew this situation was brewing for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And they did nothing about it.
Right.
Nobody stepped to him. And then they hired Doc Rivers, a guy who's won a championship, who's been in the league for 30 years. And Doc didn't step to him.
True.
Doc was soft as cotton too, because Doc, if Doc is Doc, Phil Jackson would have said, you got one choice. You can shoot, or you're just not going to play in the fourth quarter.
Can I say something, brother?
Go ahead.
The dude is 6'10", my man. He could dribble the ball like he Magic Johnson. Dig what I'm saying? The ball nice. He got skills. Ain't no way in hell you shouldn't be averaging 20 points, maybe 10 assists and all that every game in the playoffs. But the Bulls, he folded. I'm telling you, he folded under pressure. He wasn't ready for it. And he don't like Embiid. People ain't gonna put that out there. Embiid a monster. He don't, he ain't gonna respect. He want to be that ball. He got the boy Butler to fuck about the game. Butler not even in it. I mean, Butler could have even took them to that. That's what they could have been had.
But my question is, who traded Butler? The organization.
Yeah, because they folded it up because Ben Simmons was on his femininity. He was on his soft shit.
But my thing is, the softest person in this whole thing was the GM and the coaches who allowed. And all you had to do, like, I get in the playoffs. The first game he didn't shoot in the fourth quarter, I'd be like, okay, maybe he just wasn't feeling it. The second game he didn't shoot in the fourth quarter. At that point, I go like, dog, you either shoot or you don't play.
And listen, the ball don't even make he shoot free throws like he's 5 years old. Like, would you just learn how to shoot them?
But I will say this, what I'm worried about, and I'm not a Sixer fan, but because I lived in South Jersey, like I was raised in South Jersey and I worked on radio in Philly for like 8 years. So Philly's like major to me. I am worried about this. If he goes to a team and that man ever shoots a jump shot, the regret that Philly's going to have for the rest of their lives is going to be something vicious. If he goes anywhere, and I'm not being a good jump shooter, I'm just saying just shoot. If he ever just gets free to just shoot, it could be a regret that they have for a very long time.
The only thing that, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm predicting the future, and I don't like to hate on the young fellas. The only thing Ben Simmons is shooting is at theirs, and that's if he going hunting. Other than that, it's over. He's done, brother.
All right. Rajon Rondo couldn't shoot either. Rajon Rondo was one of the
That's a different. You're right. But Rajon Rondo, he got in where he fit in too, so he played his part.
And
They don't
now,
want to play for it.
now Rajon Rondo shoots the ball. Let's remember the ugliest jump shot ever taken in the history of the NBA was by Magic Johnson.
Yes, sir. That's true.
Until he started hitting those. Now, I understand why Philly fans are mad at Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has been.
This is why right here. This is why. Watch Ben Simmons avoid shooting the ball.
Oh yeah, this is classic.
His way in. Spins on Gallinari.
You say he's right under the basket. Shoot the layup.
Gallinari gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul as Thibault goes.
Explain, Mike.
His way in. Spins on
Listen,
Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh,
this off that this one possession right here alone, if I was a land, I knew I won the game. I would have been doing the alligator jelly time stands on the side. Oh, he done. He's soft. I got him. I would do. The kids do that. I would have been out there going crazy. He like, man. He gotta go, man.
And the funny thing with Ben Simmons, if he would just shoot the ball that one play, we would have just said he was doing too much. If he just shot like a regular player, he just shot the ball like a regular player, that one play, we'd be like, yo, you're doing too much. Just dunk it.
Right.
But
that's why
he
could have dunked the ball, man.
But because of everything else that went on before that, listen, Alligator Gene. We gotta have you on here.
Yeah,
we got him.
Stay in touch with me, man. Listen, it's gonna be a busy week for me, but just stay in touch with me. He was one of the first people to reach out for me, so I locked it in. A couple other radio Jones, like a lot of cowboy stations and all that. I'm all with the rodeo show, but I like doing my brothers. I'm glad y'all got me on, and I appreciate it.
All right, big dog, man. We appreciate everything. Make sure your lawyer keeps everything right. We're going to stay in touch with you and bring you on next week. We're going to have topics for you to get. I just want you to rant on your opinion.
Okay, that's nothing. I got it. I'll stay in tune, man.
That's all I want. I want to say, hey, what do you think about vaccinations? And you just go. And then,
listen, I already got a thought for that right now. I'll tell you to keep 100. I've been thinking about that. Listen, I'll be in the house by myself. I ain't got too many. I'm new to Florida, brother. Listen to this. One thing I got on vaccinations. They don't give vaccinations to babies, but you're going to give it to us? There you go right there. It's over.
Bam.
The baby ain't taking it. The baby ain't getting it. I ain't getting it. I'm cool.
In the words of Alligator Gene.
Alligator Gene said, if the baby ain't getting it, I ain't getting it.
Yeah, when them trousers up, when the babies start getting out of the coochie, when they come out and they get popped in the butt with the shots, I'm going to get my little shot right there. I got it. I'm taking it right there with him. Like, all right, now I'm cool. I understand that. We gonna ride this out together. Because we gotta think, babies is expected to live 70 years. I'm already halfway there. We 40, 80 right around the corner. They not gonna give me a shot right now. And then 2 years later, I'm gonna develop some bullshit. Or my babies come out retarded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do all that. I'm sorry, slow. I'm focused on what I need to do, man. And I'm gonna take my time.
You know what's
with
funny? Alligator Gene, you know what's funny? I don't even think slow is politically correct. I think you meant.
No.
I don't know the right term. Oh, I'm sorry, autistic. I don't want. And listen,
non-typical, not typical.
Vaccines is proven to cause autism amongst children. You dig what I'm saying? So It's like that's a new. Imagine how the scales and all the trials ain't even done yet, and all these kids about in the future going to be born. Man, it's a lot. Throwing. You know what I mean? In the future, we got to prepare for the worst. That's all I always say. Prepare for the worst, but don't think everything will come out good.
Let's say allegedly with that, because I think that was proven not true with the vaccines causing autism. But hey, Alligator Gene said it, so we're gonna ride with it, have some fun with it.
Yeah, ride with it.
Allegedly, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Now everything gotta be allegedly. It gotta be allegedly.
Somebody said from the words of the honorable.
We can say like how you said, we heard it through the grapevine.
We heard it through the grapevine. Alligator Gene, we're going to stay in touch. We're going to try and have you back here next week. Good luck with all your interviews, big dog.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
no
appreciate
doubt.
it. Love.
Oh,
that was
funny. That's funny.
Yo, he's a real one. I told you after I hung out with him, I said, oh, he's a real one. He's a real one.
Somebody I can't believe that happened at the comedy club. You kind of late on that. Yeah, that happened. What is this? You having more? What? What's that mean, Stacey? You having more? More what?
I might be late on these comments.
All right, y'all. Is our next guest ready?
I saw him in the comments. Financial Rebel. I think he said let me see where he's at.
That's funny. Well, somebody tried to get a request to get on my IG Live. Where you at? I'll bring you up. Who are you? Who is you?
Who is you?
Who is you? I am Dreek. What's good? Everybody on the IG Live, Michael Shawn the Takeover. Alligator Gene, for those who didn't see it, is a viral sensation right now. He's going to be on Nick Cannon. We just had him on the show where he trapped the alligator in Florida in a trash container, the Suburban trash container, not a trash can like Oscar the Grouch is in. I'm talking about the thick ones that like you recycle stuff. He said he having more babies. Oh yeah, he's got 7.
Oh, and he wants
He
some
got
more.
7 kids. Yeah, he better monetize this because I know I got 3 and it's killing me. I don't know what 7 be like. What up, bro? Miss Sean K104. Well, shout to you, big homie. Download Media Room 360 or go to Media Room 360 on YouTube and you can see the whole show. Go to Media Room 360, all social platforms. You can see the whole show. You can see the clips. We're here every morning, Monday through Friday. Welcome to the family there, big dog. Welcome to the family. We got the financial rebel that's going to give financial advice. We'll get him on the IG Live also. For those who have financial questions, get it popping. Shout out to my man Q. I did a comedy brunch Saturday. And so I'm chilling. Yo, you had him first on the show. Yes, we did, Stacy. Things just happen here, man.
I say we were second. CNN was first, and but we're second. We're after Cuomo. I go with second.
Oh, Cuomo had him on there?
Yeah. Cuomo had him.
Yo, they're killing Joey B. All right, let me tell you that, man. Joey B might be going down top 5 dead or alive worst presidents ever.
Yo, that reminds me. Remember I told you earlier about the guy with the accident in front of my house? When the ambulance and everybody came and he said, yo, you know what today's date is? Who's the president? And why did he go in? Like you're laying on the ground. And he said, yeah, it's Joe Biden, that effing Joe Biden. And he started cussing Joe Biden out. I said, wait, you just had an accident. You stretched out, bleeding. And you cussing out Joey B right there?
Let me tell you something. Joey B. Y'all know him as Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. Joey B is going down top 5 dead or alive, maybe one of the worst presidents in his first 10 months. I think it's been 10 or 11 months, whatever it's been, dog. Like, I'm telling you, the onslaught that he's getting. I tried to warn you about sleep. Look, I'm going to take Donald Trump's Sleepy Joe. I tried to warn y'all about him, man. I tried, but y'all was so gun-ho fighting for him. Yo, all the things he's got coming, he needs the financial rebel. Boy, you talking about Alligator Gene.
Yeah, Gene.
Shout out to talented comedian on my IG Live. I think I got one person on my IG Live right now because Jay Black won't join.
What we had the guests on, they couldn't hear the guests, and that's why I wasn't there.
This is why my IG Live don't, because it's just me. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
Who are you talking
Black's
to?
A hater. They're like, he talking to himself. No, I'm not talking. You see this goddamn microphone in front of me? We're doing a show. Killing me.
Oh God!
They just be leaving people out.
Yeah, I go. I'm
leaving people. Just put your damn it, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a financial. I used the link you emailed. Wait, I'm trying to get the financial rebel hooked up here.
So I do this brunch comedy show. It's a jazz brunch comedy show at this swanky place. That's right. I said swanky. It's a swanky place called Sambuca, out in Plano. So Friday, I'm talking to my fiance Stacy, and we chit-chatting. And I'm like, Stacy, I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. I'm gonna be productive. I'm gonna make sure, I do this. I'm gonna get my front left tire because my tire has been leaking air, and every day I wind up, instead of changing the tire, I wind up just putting more air in it. So I'm putting air every day. When I tell you, you ever forget about something, but you literally you forget about it in a way where you're just like, yo, I get a text message. Is that you trying to get on here, Jay?
No, it's not me.
Who's watching? Oh, them cats. Oh, I didn't even know that was a feature. So Saturday morning, I get up bright and early. I'm going to the gym. I'm chilling. I'm like, I'm going to get this tire fixed. And then after that, I got some chores I got to do. I'm going to run errands. I might hit Target, get me some fresh T-shirts from Target. Shout out to Target T-shirts, the best shirts ever in the history of the world. Them joints be lasting. And I get a text message out of nowhere, and it says the show rundown. No, show rundown.
Show rundown? What's this? We don't do no show prep. What's that?
I'm saying show rundown. I was like, Q must have sent this to the wrong person. Show rundown. Then I read the show rundown. It says Michael Shawn. Now mine just like 11 o'clock in the morning. Show rundown. Michael Shawn's performance between 12:15 to 12:30. I'm like, who got me booked? I said, I don't know what you thought. Man, let me tell you. Let me shout out Q for an amazing event. but let me shout him out because I was about to fail on your show. I had totally forgotten about this. Is why I got to put everything down in the calendar. I got to put everything down on my phone. I literally had no clue that I had a show on Saturday. Let me see if Jay Black's on here. Financial Rebel is ready to go.
Not quite. I think he technical difficulties.
Shout out to Financial Rebel. He's gonna get on my IG live way before Jay Black even gets on my damn IG live. This is ridiculous. I don't know what it is with Jay Black today, man. He's on here. He's with us right now. He's good. Financial Rebel's on here.
He's on your IG, but he's not on here.
Juster will be on the show. He's the head promoter for us. So one of our guests has somebody on the show. All right, let's get to this. You got to get him on the screen.
Yeah. I got to get him up on here. Resend this text. So
get him on the screen. So shout out to Comedian Q. I almost didn't show up to a show that I wound up appreciating everybody out there. The brunch comedy show, jazz show, comedy, Lisa Love. The whole nine was a beautiful experience. Q is really the mayor of the Dallas-Fort Worth area because, he had a sexy spot and the people were over there. Yeah, the spot was sexy. Easy killer. Man, always trying to catch somebody on a pole.
You said it. I'm like, you had a sexy spot.
The spot that he had was super classy. Had a saxophonist that was rocking before I ain't never had a saxophonist open up for me. Shout out to the saxophonist. Rocking out. Just Jada messed up. See, it just never happens when Shawnee Scott is working.
She extended her vacation. I don't know what's going on with Shawnee.
Shawnee's still on the beach. We struggling without you, Shawnee. Financial Rebel would have been on the show by now.
Just tell the Financial Rebel to check his cell phone and send it to himself then. Dang,
well, I guess he's on IG. You can't check his cell phone. Look, I don't know what's going on.
No, yeah. Well, let's take a break and then we'll come right back with the Financial Rebel. With the Financial Rebel.
We'll take a 4-minute break and we'll come back with the Financial Rebel.
I'll play this Claudia clip. Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. First of all, let me just explain Jay Black. Jay Black, he went to the Penn Relays when he was like in the 7th or 8th grade.
Yep.
And then after that, he started stealing cars.
Oh. I went through a phase as a teenager, Claudia. You get with the wrong crowd. You get with the wrong crowd, and you pick up bad behaviors, and you see fast money, and you think that's the road to go, and then you learn. You hit 18, you become adult.
No, Claudia.
And you're good.
I love when you try to downplay Grand Theft Auto because I gave this guy.
We got to get back to the track thing, but real quick,
right.
Claudia, you don't understand. Jay Black actually stole a car. And when he kept it so long, he changed the oil on the bitch.
No, it wasn't oil. It was
change the oil.
Oh,
he got the brakes changed. And mind you, he still had the pliers in the ignition to turn the bitch on. So he literally took the car to get the brakes changed with the pliers in the ignition and was like, yo, I'm gonna need the front brakes changed. It
was just that one car. That one car was really special, and I kept it longer than I should have. I was foolish, Claudia. You live and you learn. That was dumb. I know.
So you're very considerate and responsible carjacker.
Yes, I want to make sure I'm safe on the road. I don't want to cause him. Yes, you understood me as a kid.
His inspection sticker on the stolen car, on his defense, was up to date. Like
I gotta say it. There's black people and then there's niggas, and right now. You giving me N-word.
For the D challenge. Go ahead, ladies. Go ahead. Drop that beat, ladies. Okay, wait. What you do for the D, ladies?
I get up for the D. I go to sleep for the D. I drink some water for the D. Drive around the block for the D. Won't catch no flight for the D.
Liar.
I might sleep for the D.
You a liar. Go ahead,
Okay,
Mo.
Mo. Okay,
Mo said she get a passport for the D.
I put my easy pass out for the D. I gotta go get some coffee for the D. Take this long ass drive for the D.
Yeah, she finally admitted it. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Good morning, everybody, on a Monday. It is Monday. Yeah, Monday morning. Finally got the Financial Rebel on here. We had to get through all the technical problems because he's not working everything.
You said what, people?
Jay Black
morning.
Jay Black's doing the best he can. Sometimes you can't underestimate how important a person is to a show.
Nah, you know what? I can't even do that. That was my fault.
Don't worry about it. No, it was
I
his
know,
fault.
but I gotta tell the truth.
No.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
No, it's good to lie sometimes.
No, because I wasn't going out even. That's why I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on.
The truth is overrated. The truth is overrated.
The truth is overrated.
Like, people overrate the truth. Like, people really, like Jack Nicholson, when he said you can't handle the truth, that was the greatest quote ever. I know it's a cliche now, but it really is the truth. There's certain people who be like, tell me the truth. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know. You don't want to. Sometimes a good innocent lie can help a person's ego, male or female. A good innocent lie. Like, if you're happily married and you've been married for 10 years, there is no reason, wifey, to come clean on any crazy thing that happened sexually. We've been happy for 10 years.
Mike said that, not me. I still want to know everything.
I don't want
No,
that whole. Here's another overrated thing. Knowing everything. There is no. If you don't know it, it never happened.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss.
Here you go. All right, I'm joining your IG now. Let's see. All right, Financial Rebel, and here I come too. All right.
Let me see.
Cool.
Financial. Get Jay. Nyla's on here. What up, Nyla? What's going on, girl? What's going on? Got Jay Black on in Financial Rebel to answer all your financial questions. What we got? Financial Rebel is about to get on here. If you have any questions, financially, if you have any tax questions, this will be the time, y'all. Because y'all wait till I got the nerve. Talk about waiting till the last minute. I got an extension for last year's taxes. I got to get done when I go back home. Now that I just thought about that. All right, Financial Rebel, what we talking about today? What we got?
Jay wanted to talk about Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yeah, I saw you on your show. You was talking about Floyd, and I said, well, I guess you could just briefly hit on that. I know Mike wanted to talk about the lottery because that Powerball was like 630 some odd million. Mike wanted to know when he hit, what should he do? But you can answer that too. But go ahead. But what happened with Floyd Mayweather?
Well, that was actually an old clip, but I was just talking about how Floyd actually owns his stuff, and that's why he's the most financially successful boxer ever. And a lot of people like to give Floyd flack, say he can't read and all that. And I feel like, 50 Cent did him dirty. He's the king of that, but I don't think Floyd's dumb at all. I don't think there's anything slow about Floyd at all. I don't think Floyd's broke either. So that's all we were talking about. And I was talking about also how Floyd supports Black-owned business. Because, they caught him out at the Gucci store and all that. So I was responding to a question about Floyd. So that's what you caught. That's what you caught.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, anybody who's a boxing fan, and everybody will get rubbed the wrong way when I say that. I'm a huge boxing fan, and I say this and I will repeat this. The reason why Floyd Mayweather, greatest boxer ever, is because he's the only boxer who did one thing. He beat boxing. He beat boxing, which means he fought everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He made every penny.
Yep.
And he never let boxing convince him to fight one extra fight. Like Muhammad Ali, obviously, is our greatest ever for what he did in the ring and outside the ring. But in the ring, boxing beat the hell out of Muhammad Ali. Like they literally beat him to a point where his last fight, if you watch his last fight, I tell people to show you how dirty boxing is. Go YouTube his last fight ever, which was against Trevor Berbick.
He fought Trevor
Interview,
Berbick?
yes. And he lost to Trevor Berbick in his last
Probably
fight.
bad.
In his interview afterwards, he's already mumbling. You can barely understand what he's talking about because that's what boxing did to Muhammad Ali. Boxing is a vicious sport.
Well, they do it for money. People do a lot of times for money when they know that at the end of their career, though. And that's what you said. Go ahead.
They do it for money, but they also do it for the love. It becomes a part of them. And to Mike's point, though, right? A lot of times boxers don't know when to walk away. Now, that's also part of a thing with Floyd, right? Because he kind of ducked the Pacquiao fight to a certain degree. And I wanted that fight for the culture. However, him ducking that Pacquiao fight was great for business. So,
but this is finance. I'm glad you said that. He fought Pacquiao exactly when he was supposed to. When the money, when the money was at its highest. Now let's remember something.
It
when
wasn't the best for the culture, though.
But let's remember something. Floyd Mayweather, and I don't want to get too deep into boxing, but I like to make this. Manny Pacquiao got knocked the F out by a guy named Juan Marquez, a great all-time fighter. Floyd Mayweather shut Juan Marquez out in a 12-round fight where Marquez didn't win one round.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Pacquiao isn't better or worse than Mayweather, though. I get what you're saying. Style makes fight, though.
Styles make fight, and guess what? Styles make fights, and Floyd Mayweather would have been even faster if they would have fought when everybody wanted him to fight Pacquiao.
But so Pacquiao would also been faster, too. He got a little older.
And Floyd's hands wouldn't have been damaged. Everybody forgets that Floyd Mayweather was fighting on a punch count. Everybody was like, Floyd didn't slug it out. Go watch Floyd's fights with Diego Corrales and a guy named Chop Chop Corley, where the announcers from HBO said, this is Gotti Ward 2. Like, people need to see what Floyd was doing to people in the lightweight division. And they all forget how Floyd was destroying people and knocking people out. But I digress because everybody's a big Pacquiao fan. And I get it. Pacquiao's an all-time great fighter. But he lost. Floyd fought everybody.
Floyd didn't fight everybody.
He was strategic.
Name one person. Name one person he didn't fight.
He didn't fight Pacquiao, right?
He did fight Pacquiao.
Well, in his youth,
he fought Pacquiao. It was almost like Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones. He fought it when it didn't matter anymore.
This is what's ridiculous.
But again, like I said, it was great for business, right? And so that's why I always acknowledge Floyd's great business sense.
This is what's amazing. Floyd, when he fought Pacquiao, was older than Pacquiao. He was older than Pacquiao. Like, y'all really got to get your facts. He was the older fighter. When he fought Canelo Alvarez, who's the pound-for-pound best fighter right now, Floyd was 36 years old. Like, I think people get mad at Floyd because they look at him as a defensive fighter. There's not a person. Floyd fought every single person from Zab Judah to Miguel Cotto to Juan Marquez to Arturo Gatti. He beat De La Hoya before Pacquiao beat De La Hoya.
Yeah, but he also fought a lot of these folks outside of their prime. De La was out of his prime. For the record, I've never really been a De La fan. But
wait, Pacquiao fought. So what does that mean for? No, what does that mean for Pacquiao if Pacquiao fought De La Hoya after Floyd?
Yeah, but we wasn't talking. Pacquiao hasn't ducked anybody. He wasn't strategic about his fights at all. Wait a second.
If he wasn't strategic, he fought De La Hoya after Floyd beat him.
No, I got that, but he wasn't known to. Oh, we getting off the point.
No,
I wanted to talk about Floyd's business acumen, the greatness of Floyd's business acumen.
But I like the narrative because I like proving that the media will create a narrative and everybody will fall for it. People actually believe that Floyd Mayweather was such a genius that he fought people before their prime and after their prime. That means he is a boxing genius. They said he fought Canelo Alvarez before his prime and they fought guys after his prime, but yet Manny Pacquiao fought the same people after Floyd fought them, and nobody creates that narrative for Manny Pacquiao.
So when Floyd fought Sugar Shane Mosley, before or after Shane's prime?
I love this. I love this because before the fight, people were saying Shane was going to beat Floyd.
They did,
including me. But once Floyd beat him, they said he was past his prime. But the same Shane Mosley beat Antonio Margarita, and everybody was like, that's one of the greatest fights Shane Mosley has ever fought. And Canelo Alvarez fought Shane Mosley years afterwards. And nobody said Canelo Alvarez fought somebody out his prime. It's the narrative of trying to break down Floyd's greatness, and people pick and choose when it's cool to say somebody fought somebody past their prime. That's all I'm saying.
You see, boxing is a passion for him. Come on, see that?
Yeah.
That's why I don't get into it with the boxing with Mike, because he goes and he keep going and going. He knows his boxing. I give him that.
He didn't answer the question though.
What?
Was it before or after Shane's prime?
It wasn't. Shane was still in it. Shane fought for almost 7 years after that.
He did.
Shane was out of his prime because Floyd beat him out of his prime.
No.
That's why he was out of his prime.
I wouldn't say it was Mosley. He fought Vernon. He fought Vernon. Damn, what was Vernon's last name?
Vernon Forrest.
He fought Vernon Forrest twice. Lost him twice.
Yeah.
That's when Shane lost a step. That's when I believe that he was at the apex of his prime and then came down from there. In my opinion.
Well, I mean, that's a good dissection right there. You could say stuff. You could say that. It's just the public always says, like, after Shane kept fighting, nobody was saying he was out of his prime. I just
Is Shane still rich? Did he maintain his money like Floyd did? It seemed like Floyd is the well-known boxer that's still well perceived as multi and still doing it. Did all the other boxers manage their money right?
I'm not sure where Shane is at this point, but he didn't make nearly as much money as Floyd, right? That's clear, because Floyd owned his shit. Period. Point blank. When he brought, I believe it was Bob Arum. He's paid, what was it, $750,000 for?
Yes, he paid. He bought his own self out of his contract.
Right. He brought his own self out of his contract, and then he was able to get more of the door and a pay-per-view and all of that. So,
and they all try to clown Floyd saying he can't read, but apparently he knows business. He don't have to read to know business, how to make money.
Well, he also has a good team around him.
This is what I'm talking about, the narrative. I think it's Jake. I'm sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. The first, third. Floyd is awesome, not in the top 5. You should never watch boxing again if you don't think Floyd is in the top 5.
He had a lot of comments in there for you going on.
You should never
that's
watch.
My guy. That's my guy right there.
Ever watch if you say Floyd's not in your top 5. Like, it just gets to the point where y'all just, it's like when comedians say Kevin Hart ain't funny. Like, I just give up talking to y'all.
But it's all subjective.
But my thing is, see, you got to understand, when as a comedian, when people laugh, it's not about whether I think you're funny.
I get that. It's about the audience.
Yeah, and it's not about Floyd. It's just, he didn't lose.
You don't know ish about boxing.
No, if Floyd ain't in your top 5 as a welterweight, you're wilding. You're wilding right now. I'm not outside. We're not going to count heavyweights. We're not going to count. And we can bring you on the show and you can get dissected too. Like, we'd love to have you on the show.
Mike is taking all challenges.
We love to have you on the show because first of all, I love any boxing fan because we are.
Actually, Jack would be good on the show, Mike.
I would love to have Jack on the show for real. Like, if you can come on the show, that would be great. So if you can DM me or Jay Black, or we can get you information from the Financial Rebel. We'd love to have you on the show, especially because if we can get you this week, because we got a big Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight going down this Saturday. It's the trilogy. I would love to have anybody who's into boxing for real. That would be great. Financial Rebel, Powerball.
I want to give a shout out to my guy JT Coins that just brought a badge for you.
Thank you, JT Coins. Good looking. JT. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, JT Coins. Financial Rebel, everybody's dream in life. One of their dreams is you hit the Powerball for $600 million. It used to be back in the day. Oh, Jack said, Julio Cesar Chavez is 5. First of all, you're wrong with Julio Cesar Chavez because he would have never laid a glove on Floyd Mayweather. Joe Louis can't argue with that. Marvin Hagler can't argue with that. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, those are good, but I said welterweights. Remember, I said welterweights. So we're doing all-timers. I get it, but I guess you took the question. I said welterweights. I would still put Floyd in front of Julio Cesar Chavez because he wouldn't lay a glove on Floyd
You
Mayweather.
saw Mike get distracted, Financial Rebel,
Sorry.
when it
No, I
comes to
saw that.
boxing.
He got
Julio Cesar Chavez.
He got lasered in real quick.
Julio Cesar Chavez would have got stopped by Roberto Duran. And he would have got stopped by Duran. So Chavez is not even in my top 10. But the rest of them, super solid. I'd have to Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Robinson, can't argue with any of those.
I'm surprised Sugar Ray Leonard's not on that list, though.
Well, that's what I said. When you got the heavyweights to me are just different.
No, they are. They are. And
Yeah,
you have to judge every
yeah.
weight class differently.
And Marvin Hagler, hey, I'd never have no problem with putting Marvin Hagler on a list. He wouldn't be in my top 5 because I truly, but that's a whole nother story. But I can't argue. I love Hagler. I can't argue that. So here, you win $600 million in the Powerball.
Yep.
Back in the day, if you won $5 million in the 80s, you were like, I'm set for 7 lifetimes. Then the 90s, it started getting to 30 million, 40 million. And now we're at a Powerball for $600 million. This might sound weird, Financial Rebel, but it scares me to have that much money. I want it. I would love to have it, but anxiety would kick in because I don't even know where to go with 600. Like, you can't put $600 million in Bank of America. And I know that would be the first thing I did. I would be like, well, I don't know what to do with this money. And I would just put it in my checking account for a little bit or my savings account. What's the first thing you do if you hit the Powerball? And we're just going to say 600 million.
So I want to set the narrative, right? You're talking about the narrative.
Yes.
Most people that win these major Powerballs file bankruptcy.
Right.
Because of what you just said.
Yep.
Because of what you just said. Because of the anxiety that comes around with it. Because of survivor's remorse that comes with it. They get all this money. They're like, ooh, I got to help out Granny. I got to help out such and such. I got to do such and such. Matter of fact, shout out to y'all guest, North Philly Gene. That was
North Philly Gene.
He even talked about it. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard it, but
somebody's phone is up because we got an echo. Somebody's phone is up real quick because we got an echo.
No, my phone is down.
No,
okay.
My phone is all the way down. And I got my headphones on today.
Yes, you do. All right, go ahead.
Even North Philly Gene said, listen, I want to be able to get on, take this opportunity and help out myself, my family, and my friends. Right. So he recognized the opportunity that he has is great. But we all do this, right? All of us, especially from the hood, want to help out everybody around us. And so that is part of the downfall. But what should you do first? Contact your lawyer, contact your accountant. You have to look at each state has different laws. So, for example, some states make you reveal your identity. Some states will allow an attorney to represent you. So you need to know all those things before you go claim that ticket.
So I get the money. Now do they literally just hand you a check for 600 million, or how do you get the money? Like, I don't get the process. Do they just literally say we can direct this into an account? And go ahead.
So there's usually 2 options. You can get the one option, which is the lump sum. And we're talking about the big boys, right? The Powerballs, the Mega Millions, and all those, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Right. Yeah, so you usually have 2 options. You have the instant payout, and then you have what they call the lifetime annuity. So the instant payout pays out the big bag. It takes the taxes, obviously, because it's a governmental thing. So you have to look and see that. The second option, again, will pay it out over usually 20 years. Sometimes that's a little better. Now, I did a whole, Jay, I don't know if you saw this. I did a whole video on this on my YouTube channel. Sometimes everybody talks about getting the big payout, taking their money and walking away. But you need to know your money personality. You need to know your relationship with money. Because some people will just blow through it. Like if you're like a Mike Tyson. Back in his day, Mike might have ran through all that, gave Rolls Royces and Maybachs to everybody. But the lifetime option might be a little bit better for him. Plus,
I might not be here. I might not be alive in 5 years. I need all mine now. Give me mine.
In many states, you can transfer it to your estate or to your next of kin. Right? The lifetime annuity also has a cost of living benefit on it as well. So every time inflation goes up, that payment also goes up. So you don't get that with the instant payout, right? But again, most people don't know what to do with it. Most people can't deal with the anxiety of it. Most people have a hard time managing money. It's not easy being rich, especially when you didn't work for it.
So do you call who are the financial advisors that are legit that they might charge you a lot? Like, could I come to you? Would you know what to do with? Would you know what to do with it? Would you know what to do with it?
Yes. But the first things I would get an attorney, I would get a good accountant, and I would get a financial advisor. Those would be the top three. The fourth I would get is insurance, because people are going to want to start suing you for everything. So, and then create all kinds of different trusts and LLCs and corporations as well. But again, it's all subjective, because we would need to know what the person wants to do at the end of the day.
Like, I don't want to do nothing.
Mike, you want to buy your own comedy club?
Maybe, because that might turn to work too. Like, I really that might. But if it's good for me financially, I guess that would be good to open a comedy club. But then, having to worry about
people stealing the liquor
and
chicken wings.
Yeah, chicken wings, and all of a sudden I got to deal with comedians' egos, and now we got to put him up in a hotel room that he trashed or she trashed or whatever, and then they got busted because they had drugs. I'm thinking of all the other stuff, but let's just say hypothetically, what I want to do is chill. I just want to chill. So
just want to chill.
What can I put the money where I can just pay myself yearly, where I can like, because I have figured out financial rebel. You'll be proud of me. I sat down one day and I figured out, literally, for me to live the way I want to live and have everything I need, and the kids have everything I need, the highest amount of money I need per year is $700,000.
Okay.
That's it? Is it just 700?
That's it.
And I got we're taking the vacations that we need to take, which is just 1 or 2 a year. I'm having a home. I have my car. Stacy has her car, and the rest of it,
their cars,
and the kids have their cars, which will be probably a lease or whatever. And I just want to have them. I want to have money where when they turn 25, I have a lump sum, whether they want to go to college or not. That's different. But at 25, they start getting this money that I have for them. All I need is $700,000 a year. That's it.
And and this is the current Powerball?
Yeah, 600. Yeah, 600 million. I just need 700,000 a year.
It's easy. It's easy. I could take, let's say we could take 10 million and put it away, and that would generate 700,000 for you every year. Easy. Without losing any other capital. So you can do that. And a pretty safe investment.
Yeah, something where if the I don't want all the fluctuation. I'm real conservative. I just want to make sure that money. So then we go from there. We put that in. Like, give us an example of what you would put that in. That's conservative. The 10 million.
So it depends on your tolerance, right? But off the bat, we probably could put that into an annuity.
Right.
An annuity is a contract from a life insurance company that pays money out for the rest of your life. So we could take 10, 20 million, put it up, lock it up. It'll pay out that 700,000 every year for the rest of your life. You don't have to worry about it. Then you can literally trick out the rest of the money if you want.
Damn. Oh, God.
But you got to pay your taxes, right? So just make sure you pay your taxes. Pay them first.
Now,
pay them off top, as Rick Ross says.
I want to ask you this question. Did I ever tell you about the Don King story that he had the IRS do his own taxes?
No. Mm-mm.
So Don King IRS tried to get it Don King like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And the story was that Don King got so fed up because they could never get anything that he let the IRS do his taxes one year. Is that true? Can you have the IRS? Can you have the IRS to say, can you do my taxes for me?
I've never heard that, but the IRS will file. They will file a what's called a substitute for return. So the IRS will file a return for you if you haven't filed in quite some time. Bad part about it is it's always in their favor. Right. It's not in the taxpayer's favor.
And that's for everybody? non-millionaires, non-people in like
If you haven't filed in a while, the IRS will file your taxes for you.
Based off what number though? Your last salary?
So here's the thing: people got to realize this: the IRS knows just about everything. If you have a job, W-2, interest payments, PayPal, Cash App,
they know my Cash App and Venmo.
Yes, they know all that. Especially if you made over $600 in a year. So you make sure you file those on your taxes. So you're not really running from the IRS. Now, there is a little gray area. If you have a cash business, I don't know, comedy store, comedy club, strip club, any kind of club, you get a lot of cash. Pizza shop, barbershop, they may not know that. But what they will do if they're trying to figure it out, they will sit on top of your business and survey you to figure out what your foot traffic looks like. So they'll figure it out at some point and say, oh, Michael Shawn's Comedy Store does 200 patrons a night on average. On the weekends, they might pull in 500. So he's probably doing about $500,000 a year with all the drinks and food being sold, everything else, sponsorships. They can figure it out. But yeah, to answer your question, you can have what's called a substitute for return filed for you. But I've never seen it done voluntarily. I got to look that up.
It might be, it was like this legendary story. You know how a story gets turned up bigger and bigger. But right. I do know that the IRS did go after Don King multiple times, and he always, somehow, some way, he always, whoever his accountant was, whoever his financial advisor was, whatever his attorney, they did a great job because Don King, other than killing that person, never went to jail for anything financial. It was something else I wanted to ask you. Okay, so how about this? Hypothetically speaking, I have one property, right? And it's a condo. And I always thought to myself, what if, let's say I win $600 million. What if I just bought and I went to the area, because all the condos are always up for sale. They're always up for sale. What if I just went in there and said, you know what? They're like averaging $180,000. What if I just went in there and said, I'm going to buy 40 of these and I'm going to pay them all off and I'm going to rent them myself and basically start my own little community, basically. Would that be a bad idea or a good idea? Because it just seems simple to me.
I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in that. You might not be able to do it. What's your condo association like? Those condo associations are gangster.
Yeah, I probably couldn't buy 40. I would have to I'd probably have to slow flow because they're not really up on stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff that happens over there that they don't catch on to. So I'd probably have to buy like maybe a few, because I know somebody who owns about 9 of them. So I think
but here's the thing, Mike. Come on, you think it's too small. You got 600 racks. Just build your own building. Call it the Michael Shawn Towers.
So real estate is still to be a way to go to invest because his money, generational wealth is going to continue to come in. So that's something you suggest.
It could be. It's not always not guaranteed. It only becomes generational wealth, one, if you set it up right, to transfer it to your next generation. Your next generation needs to be trained how to handle that money. 3, do they have the skills and acumen to handle whatever investment you're passing down to them? There's a phrase called shirt sleeves in 3 generations. And what that means is the first generation usually builds the wealth up. Second generation grows it. Third generation wastes it, spends it all, and parties all the time. So it all depends.
I heard somebody do that same analogy it was a different way, but it meant the same thing. It's almost like the third generation doesn't understand the grind of the first and second generation, and they've been accustomed to this lifestyle, so they believe this goes on forever. This is how life is supposed to be.
Yep. There's a meme floating around now talking about hard times make tough men or tough people or something like that.
Yes.
I love how they did that.
Wow.
All right. So every Monday.
Wow. Hold on. One more thing I want to So Financial Rebel. So I win $600 million and I come to you, right? And I'm gonna make you I'm a client at that point from here on out, right? It's just me and you. Like it's just 600, whatever your commission has to be crazy. Like you don't need to rock with anybody else. I need your full focus on the Michael Shawn estates.
But see, I would be afraid of that.
Why?
Because if I say Floyd Mayweather isn't in the top 5, you might fire me.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that unless I started drinking again. All right, you might be right. You might be right. Maybe.
Ain't nobody tell you to leave all them other companies there. You had the option.
But yeah, I mean, you have people like that. A lot of times they're called family offices. And so they'll help major high net worth individuals run their money. They will set up businesses to handle their investments, their taxes, all of that. And they do it for fee. They do it for fee.
Would you advise charities and stuff like that? Is that a good thing? Obviously it's a good thing if it's from your heart, but it's a good thing financially to start donating money to charities of your choice. Is that something that's good for you, or?
It can be. It can be. But again, it all depends on what you want to do. It all depends on what you want to do. One of my favorite sayings is giving equals receiving to the 1,000th power. So I can get woo-woo and talk about how it's really good to give and the money comes back to you. But everybody don't believe that. So
right.
it would really depend on how you see it, what your worldview is.
Right. Yeah, because if I wanted to open a rehab or something like that, I just get always scared with
There's
the
actually
insurance.
money in that.
There is money in that. Ain't that about it? Yeah, they still hawking me for the money for the second rehab. Jesus. Yeah, you're right about that.
There's money in that. There's a lot of money in that.
All right. So do we have another guest? Is that why we?
Yeah. We have your the promoter from Texas. I know it's a big college football, college sporting area, and we got some tickets we want to give away. So yeah, your next guest is ready whenever you are.
Financial Rebel has his show on Wednesdays on IG Live. Go to @Financial Rebel. What time is it?
8 p.m. every Wednesday. 8 p.m. every Wednesday.
If you want some serious free financial advice and you want to learn some things, I mean, besides, we joke a lot and everything like that. The man has knowledge that he's giving for free. He's dropping jewels for free, and he can lead you in the right direction and hip you to stuff that you never even knew existed. Go to his page @The Financial Rebel, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. We all go on there and get some education financially and get your financial literacy up to par with the Financial Rebel. Damn.
Good words, Mike.
Oh, no.
You're a professional.
I think that Black and Mild hit different this morning. I don't know what it was. Yo, Financial, we'll see you next week, big homie.
All right, y'all have a great week.
All right, see ya.
Rebel, yeah.
Yes.
I was responsible. See?
That was very responsible.
After we got off the boxing, even though shout out to my man on the boxing, we really want to have you on the show and have you get on here and do your thing. Thank you. Look, Tam said, thank you, Financial Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we want to take a break or go straight to our next guest?
we could just keep going. We could just keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, I go back and forth from the East Coast to Texas. I'm in Texas right now. There's a huge football game that goes on, but I'm not a huge college sports like football fan. But there's something popping off that has got all of Arlington, Texas in an uproar. They got a football game, after parties, tailgating, comedy shows. My man Justin Tabor.
Yep.
Justin Tabor's in the building. What up, big homie? What's going with you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So they said you're the spokesperson. My man Keith said, no, we got to put the spokesperson on.
Yes, sir.
So explain to our audience what's going on and give us the full details, because I know when it comes to football, Texas is the Mecca.
Correct.
There's nothing bigger than high school. Like, they got high schools out here that football fields are like worth $90 million. And I didn't make that up. Like, this is a true story. So it's a whole different level in Texas. Football is big all over the world, all over the country. But in Texas, it's different. Explain your event. What's going on?
Okay. Well, I'm Justin Tabor, COO of Lone Star Sports Incorporated. And the initiative that we're working with is the Arlington Football Showdown, which will feature Texas Southern University of Houston, Texas, and Southern University of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And so this matchup will be played here at Globe Life Park, which is now the new Choctaw Stadium, on October the 9th, which is this Saturday, and kickoff is scheduled for 4:00 p.m. And so this has been the third year, actually, that both teams have played here in the North Texas area. But this past year, we have announced a multi-year agreement with the Texas Rangers to bring this football format here to the city of Arlington and Tarrant County. And so we're really excited about being here in Arlington. And so throughout the week, we have a full lineup of ancillary events which will start on Thursday with the college fair. Also on Friday, we do have a comedy show, which will feature a number of comedians, and the game is scheduled for.
And I don't know how I'm not on this show. I don't know how y'all pulled this off where y'all had a show and Michael Shawn ain't on. I don't know how y'all did that. But I tell you what, I know why you're the front person, because you said a word that I can't even try and repronounce. What was it? Ancillary?
Ancillary.
Ancillary.
That's all
God
you need to
damn.
hear.
No, ancillary.
Oh, girl, whatever. We know what he said. That is a fabulous word, dog. I just like, that's why you the front man. That's why you the front man right there. That word alone makes you the boss. That word alone. But go ahead, continue on. Continue on.
Yeah, so we have a lineup of events that are going to take place from Thursday all the way to Saturday night, and so we're really excited about the opportunity as well as being here in the Arlington Tarrant County area. And so, for additional information, you guys can look up on the ArlingtonShowdown.com. Again, that is the ArlingtonShowdown.com.
And I want to know, how did you negotiate the deal with the Texas Rangers? Because that's a huge. Was your doing? Was that your ancillary? I'm playing. But how did that come about? Because that's a huge deal.
Yeah, when you just kind of look at the trajectory, as I stated, the game has been played here actually previously in 2018 and 2019 at the Cotton Bowl.
Right.
And so it was ran by a previous promoter. And so then from there, just looking at the trajectory, it just kind of made sense. I know you do have the Prairie View and Grambling game, which is during the state fair. Just kind of made sense to actually move with the venue and the location change for being in Arlington. When you're looking at sports and entertainment, Arlington is positioning themselves to be the next sports entertainment mecca. You know, they host all the major college bowl games, such as the Goodyear Bowl, the Big 12 Conference Championship, as well as this past year during the pandemic. They brought the Rose Bowl down and had it in Arlington.
Yes, they did.
So the venue that we do have, which is Choctaw Stadium, it's a little bit smaller venue, but it has a lot of more amenities as far as VIP space. So through the negotiations with the city of Arlington, it just made sense with a lot of different attractions that they have around, like Texas Live, the hotels which are close by. And so, you know, I'm just grateful for the opportunity with the Texas Rangers to bring this game here, and we're looking to have it be an event that people look forward to for years to come.
When you say Arlington, it's amazing because I'm literally around the corner from where the event is taking place, where all the stadiums are located at. It went from nothing to do in that area to literally, it felt like 48 hours later, they were like new highways. They were Texas Live. There was all types of, now it's like a festive situation, which was kind of crazy because COVID didn't happen and the pandemic happened to kind of shut everything down. So yeah, you are right there in the middle of something that's going on that is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure there's more growth to come. How can they get tickets for the event if they want tickets?
And so you can get the tickets online at the website, which is the ArlingtonShowdown.com. And then also we do have a couple of ticket outlets through our Southern University Dallas Alumni Chapter, as well as the Texas Southern University Dallas Alumni Chapter. And then we do have a couple of retail outlets here in the Southern Dallas area too as well.
And we're going to try and actually give out some tickets to our watchers and our listeners. So everybody on IG Live, you're going to have a shot at this too. The ArlingtonShowdown.com. You can go there to purchase your tickets. Everything ain't got to be free, but we're going to try and lace you up with a pair of tickets this week so you can get down with the get down. The festivities last all weekend long. They're starting something that is amazing. It's already been here for a few years, like he said. Anything else coming up? I know you don't want to confuse people, but is there anything else, any other events that are coming up in the future that you got your hands in?
Just working on a couple of community initiatives, in which we probably through Lone Star Sports Incorporated reincorporate our high school football classics that we normally do,
right?
As well as a couple community initiatives. But right now, we're just kind of focusing big on this because I'm a HBCU grad myself. I went to Prairie View.
Okay.
And so, like I tell people all the time, you know, I think it's enough room to provide a platform for other HBCUs here in the area. So we're going to most definitely look into working with other initiatives besides just the football format with HBCUs to have them here in the North Texas area to provide that platform for them.
And that's super dope because there shouldn't just be one game that happens. There should be a lot of games that take place with the HBCUs. And shout out to Deion Sanders for doing what he's doing, and everybody that's making it happen. It's never made any sense that an NFL that is 70% African American, that HBCUs don't have the prime athletes. No pun intended with Deion Sanders, the prime athletes. But I get it. I understand that people want to play with Alabama. They want to play with Clemson and Auburn and stuff like that because they want to get attracted by the NFL. But now it's a new day where the NFL is looking everywhere for athletes. They're looking everywhere for athletes. I want to thank you for joining the show. I look forward to doing more stuff with you, and I look forward to being on your next comedy show.
Or add it to this one. Or add it.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all go to arlingtonshowdown.com to get your tickets. It's going to be an amazing weekend. We will have tickets for our watchers and listeners, and we have been joined.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you so much, Justin. Thank you so much. Good looking. We have been joined in an emergency case because we can't trust ovaries anymore, Leah.
What?
We can't trust the ovaries anymore. The ovaries on the show have bailed on us.
What happened? What did you do?
Honestly,
what did you do?
For the first time ever, I had nothing to do with this. Shawnee is on vacation with some crossing guard that she met. I have no idea.
Continue.
The crossing
Good
guard.
for her. I hope she took the kitty pill.
Now we don't know if this is true. This is still allegedly and rumored that she's, with the crossing guard. She was dressing up for work every morning to drop the girls off, and we thought it was somebody she was. Then all of a sudden she's on vacation, and we don't know what's going on.
The
but
boobs
we running with it.
The boobs all of a sudden. We didn't even know Shawnee had boobs. Then all of a sudden, for 3 straight days, they was all puckered up and there was straps going down and straps, and it was the time, and she was going. Then next thing you know, she says she has to go. She on a vacation in some island. Then Sexy Mo, who was on a vacation for a week on an island, who couldn't do the show. Now all of a sudden she claims her Wi-Fi didn't work.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
I have a problem with these. I have a problem with these ovaries. So we had to call the only reliable set.
Yes.
And we had to get you on here. How have you been, Leah? What's going on?
Nothing. I've been good. I went house hunting this past weekend, and I didn't realize it could be as stressful.
Oh, you went house hunting?
Yeah, I went house hunting. So
the anxiety that comes with that, girl.
It's still it's still a seller's market.
It's a seller's market, but I've decided to build my own.
That's what I'm
it
talking
makes
about.
sense.
So I found a house that I will temporarily live at. That's like 9 miles from where the townhome that we went to, where we talked to the builders and everything, is gonna be built. So I'm excited, but it's really stressful.
Yeah.
No, it is stressful. It I don't care. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're doing well. I don't care if you got bad credit. I don't care what situation you're in. It's always stressful. Just all the numbers and all the.
Yes, that's the part. All the stuff I have to turn in today, where I was like, okay, I wasn't planning on doing all that today, but all day today is printing off documents and sending it in and getting it in on time. And
don't spend your money on anything. Deal with cash only. Don't buy nothing.
They even wanted pictures of my dog. I was like, she's so
They wanted pictures of your dog?
Full color pictures of the dog and the breed and all that stuff. Yeah.
Wait, if you're buying, what does that matter? You can have
not for that. The first house that I'm renting until the house is built. They want
yeah, because they want to know with pets, because it's more money to have pets. They don't want no Rottweilers. If it is a little Yorkie, you may be able to get away with it. How old is the Yorkie? Is it potty trained?
She's only 13 pounds.
Yeah, because accidents happen, and now we got to charge you more.
That's because Jay Black doesn't raise his dogs to be dogs. He raises them to be killers. So then he wants to know why he has to pay $7,000 in a security fee.
It's $400 for my little 13-pound dog. That's fine. Whatever. Don't care.
Are you on your phone or your laptop?
Who?
You. Leah.
Can you join
I'm
IG?
on iMac in front of this.
Oh, you're good. Just can you get on the IG live so we can add you?
Sure.
Oh, all right. So Jay Black put up Vanessa. This is allegedly with Michael Shawn and Leah and Jay Black.
Yeah.
Because Sexy Mo doesn't have Wi-Fi. 2021. Like, why doesn't your Wi-Fi work? What happened? Like, what's really going on, Mo? But we got you.
So this was a topic earlier, Leah, and we needed ovaries to have some dialogue. So we all know Vanessa and Ron from the Cosby Show. Vanessa was it Tempest Bledsoe, and I don't know Ron's real name, but either way, they've been together for 28 years now, and it was in the media, it was circulating that they're not married still. 28 years. So we were wondering, should marriage be the end goal, or is that considered settling if you don't get married? So we wanted a female's perspective. Is marriage always the end goal? Or is this considered you're just settling for a relationship?
I think it's their business. We don't know. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I don't think we know what their agreement is and what terms maybe they both don't believe in that marriage is, the end all be all. We don't know what they agreed to. I believe in allowing people to have the type of relationships that they want to have as long as they're happy. Then whatever their end goal that they decide as a couple, we should just stay out of it. Some people don't ever want to get married. They are fine being partners. They are fine with being common law married. Now, what I personally want to be married, but that's a preference, and that's something that whoever I'm with, that's a discussion that we have, but I'm not going to knock anybody else's relationship because they've been together 28 years and they're not married. At least they're still together 28 years. You got people getting married that divorce in 2 months.
Yeah, and Tam made a good point. Goldie Hawn, the famous Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have never been married. They're still together and they're happy.
Yeah,
Listen,
I don't care. Can we find other things to argue about?
No, it's just amazing.
Y'all shady though. Female shady. They still look at it with a side eye, like, you ain't get that ring, you ain't married.
I really don't. The number of people, the number of my girlfriends that rushed into marriage and then they immediately had problems. I view things a little bit differently, and I just, that's their business. If they're happy, I'm happy.
Look, if you make it to 28 years, you won.
Exactly. That is the goal.
Yeah, like you made it to 28.
Of everything.
But I tell you what, women just have it says Leah Frazier, she/her at Leah Frazier. Is that the pronouns? Is that what we do?
Yeah, that's not just in case anybody's wondering.
Leah,
you gotta be political. You gotta be correct. You gotta be political.
I'm not a they. I'm just a she and a her. And that's no disrespect to anybody that is a they. I'm just not a they. And I want to make it very clear.
Oh, that's funny. I should put mines on. Mine. I should say mine. Michael Shawn, ball / No, women catch it the worst. I've always said this, like women catch it the worst when it comes to this. Because when a woman walks in and she's over 25 or 26 years old, people would literally say the rudest thing to women, like, when you gonna get married? Like out of nowhere. Just like, when you gonna get married?
I get that all the time. Or what's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with me.
Must be something wrong with you if you ain't married by in your 30s.
Like, or when are you gonna have kids and get off my ovaries.
Yeah, that exactly. That's the thing I'm talking about, the progression. When you're single and you don't have a man, they say when you're going to get a man. Then when you bring a man to the barbecue, they say when you're going to get married. Then when y'all going to get married, they say when you're going to have kids. I'm like, you know what? Y'all got that. Like, it's like, man, listen, I love being a man in this world. Nobody's ever asked me these questions.
Nah.
Nobody ever says like, and they better not say if they see me with somebody when y'all going to get married, because you're a hater then. Then you're just putting pressure on my life. Like, guys know that I've never told another guy when you gonna get married when I seen him with somebody.
I mean, I might have wondered when is Mike gonna get married before. I might have wondered when is Mike gonna get married.
No, me and Stacey been together for so long. I think we got what's the name? Tempest and Ron beat. Let me think.
Y'all got 28 years.
Like, to that point, did y'all ever at some point have that conversation? You know what I mean? And then y'all came to an understanding, like, okay, this is our relationship.
All right.
It ain't nobody's business.
Let me see it. Let me look at this time to see if Stacey's at work. If Stacey's at work. I said, Stacey.
She's not watching.
I said, I'm down. I said, let's do it. I said, but I'm not a planner. Like, I said, get to it. Like, get the planning. And it went, in her words, she said, life happened. I'm not like I know she got a dress that still is some. it's somewhere hidden. I'm not allowed to see it or whatever. But I
So
was
if she
down to
got a
get
dress, that
married.
means she wanted to get married. If she got a dress,
Yeah, and I said, go get it. Let's make it happen. But what I'm not doing. I'm not even built to plan a wedding, y'all. I'm not even you. The last person you want planning. I'm having a hard time planning comedy shows once a month. I'm not built to do that. But I'm down. We didn't have an agreement. I'm not gonna be with anybody else except Stacy. So it is what it is.
well,
Like,
that's all that matters. There you go.
yeah, I think
That part.
until I get the phone call after the show. All right, so
I think.
So we needed see Leah's balanced on stuff. Like, she's a level-minded woman. She's not the normal ovaries. They are ovaries that would sit there. There are ovaries that would be really pissed off.
That's
if
why I
somebody
was saying, like, Mike, I don't know if I'm gonna give you the answer you want, because it's just none of my damn business. I just want, at the end of the day, I just want people to be happy. And so whatever that relationship looks like for you, do you. It has no effect on my life. 28 years, I think that's a blessing in and of itself. Some people can't get past 2 years of marriage. I was watching that show, Family or Fiance, on the OWN channel, and the couple, they were married before, got divorced, and then got re-engaged, and they didn't make it past a year.
They got married before.
They were married before, then they divorced, and then they re-engaged. And I think the first time they were married, they got married like February 19th, and then they divorced the next year on like February 4th. So they didn't even make it a year.
Dang.
So why are we worried about someone that's made it 28 years? We need to be worried about these fools getting into a union. They can't even make it past the year because they haven't, done the work that they needed to do to be in a serious relationship.
Yeah, we make it impossible. Like, we make it impossible in society for people just. I said it, and we got into this big deal. Leah might have been on the show when I said everybody's looking for this romanticized ultimate relationship, and I said there's a certain age where if I was out in the game right now, I would just be looking for somebody I get along with. Like, all I need is somebody that I'm physically attracted to. I'm not even talking about you gotta be sexy. I'm just saying we both have an attraction to each other. You ain't even gotta be bad as hell. And if you look at me as a 7, I'm good. Like, we both 7s. We both look at each other like we're good. And if we get along, guess how sexy that is? If you can literally sit on a couch on a boring Sunday with somebody and you don't want to be anywhere else, you're like, I can really chill right here with her, you're good. Look, allegedly with Mike and Lee. No, how about you add something, Jay Black? Damn it!
No, this y'all I like this. I like this. Allegedly, did y'all talk about Rap City yet? What was your thoughts? Allegedly with Mike and Lee. Allegedly, Rap City is coming back. Are y'all excited? Rap City was a hip hop pioneer show for the culture. It raised a lot of us, a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, a lot of fun times with Rap City. For those who may not remember, I think it was early 2000s it ended.
Is anybody gonna remember this show if they bring it back?
Outside of us, no.
And are we gonna take time out to watch Rap City?
We did back then.
Yeah, but none of our rappers are gonna be on Rap City now. It's gonna be
The Baby and Little Baby and Young Baby
and Dirk and Tekashi and
Crybaby
and Cryberry and Honey Bear. I don't know, but
he said Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I was excited at first but now you try to kill my mojo.
I was too.
Yeah. Leah was excited too. So now, Mike, because it's not going to be rappers that we are fluently spitting their verses, you're not interested.
Dog, my daughter's going to her first.
And Video Soul coming back too. Wait, do we have R&B videos?
What in the hell are y'all gonna do with Video Soul? First of all, I ain't watched Video Soul when Video Soul was popping. Now I know a lot of people did, but I didn't. What? And even though there's a lot of R&B out right now, I saw that for B. I remember Rap City, but they need to bring back 106 in Park. Like, I get 106 in Park. Listen, MTV.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference. Rap City was Rap City. They was in his little bedroom thing
in the basement.
In the basement, and they were rapping. Yeah.
And
Like,
106 in Park.
do we honestly think these shows will be successful, like in these day and times? Do you think that they'll actually be able to get people to sit down? Let's just say if it was 106 in Park, to sit down for the whole hour and watch TV or stream or whatever they're gonna do.
They're watching Nick Cannon. They're watching these other shows that are like talk shows. What's the difference?
But I know that I do them in little bitty short segments. So like Wendy Williams and all of them, and Tamron Hall, they upload very small videos, and I digest it a little bit at a time. I don't sit there and watch the whole
attention span.
Yeah, because, the digital stuff has made our attention span really small. So I don't know if a 106 in Park or what we were used to is gonna work.
We watch a podcast. We watch a Ja Rule on Nori, and Envy was just on with Mano. We watch podcasts. We watched Gilly and Wallow. You know, we
that's true. I just think they need to change the format. I don't know if BET can come up to date and stream or do something, loop it in with social media. I think that would be successful. But just to say, hey, we're bringing back this show on BET and expect people to log into BET and watch for an hour straight, I don't see that happening.
We got to remember, these younger folks, you got to remember when they tried to bring TRL back on MTV, right? They got DC Young Fly, one of the hottest comedians, and I forget who else they brought, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
These kids is different. Like, we were super, like, you got to understand, we were super impressed to have a celebrity come on a show because we had no access to a celebrity. Now these kids on their phone can see their favorite celebrities every minute of the day.
Right to their IG.
So if you bring so-and-so, you bring Nikki or whoever, I don't know, whatever big star you bring on, it's like, okay, I just finished watching her like 7 minutes ago on her IG Live or TikTok or Snapchat or YouTube page or whatever. But hey, God bless. If BET wants to bring Rap City back and give Tigger a check, I'm never mad at somebody getting a check. Go, hey. Damn it, I'll host it. I don't give a damn. Listen, man. Everything is so like spoon-fed to us. But it's crazy because I don't have the patience probably to watch Rap City, but I do have the patience to binge watch something. Like I was binge watching something on Amazon Prime, a TV show called Animal Kingdom. And literally, I watched 2 hours of this in a row. I don't know why it is. I can watch 2 hours on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, or whatever, but I can't sit and watch a whole Wendy Williams show. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Without fast forward, even the DVR. Yeah, you're right. DVR for me is what I'm addicted to, having the control to be able to fast forward to get to what you want and keep it pushing. So you
I
might
don't
be
even
on
understand.
something.
I don't know how you still watch The Bachelor. What is it, The Bachelor, or what was it?
Survivor, Big Brother.
Like, I don't have the patience to watch a whole competition on people just sitting, trying to get off a show.
Yeah, I watched Survivor too. It just started. It's the second weekend, going to third episode. I'm into those challenging MTV challenges. I like those competition shows to see the progression and see. I like that. So yeah, I'm invested, but it is with the DVR though. I can't do it live. Well, Big Brother I did live because I was so excited for the live shows and all that. So yeah, I was live. I watched the commercials and everything.
Yo, Leah, that makes me laugh too. I cannot get excited over. God bless. I'm almost jealous. I wish I could get excited over Survivor. Like, yo, I'm watching Survivor. Like, I have nothing to watch on TV.
Okay, so this Squid Games, my sister
daughter just told me
about that.
Yeah, my daughter just told me too. She's 18. She said, "Oh my God, you ain't watching the Squid." I'm like, what is the Squid Game? She said, you gotta watch it. You're gonna love it. You watch it?
Somebody text me this weekend that I need to watch it, and I will binge it.
Do you know what it's about? I just kind of ignore it. Like, whatever. I ain't gonna like something that she likes. She's 18. I ain't gonna like that.
I knew something's going on with the Squid Games the last time I was at the damn barbershop, and one of the barbers has a separate room, and there's a certain noise that Squid Games does in whatever it has. There's a familiar noise, and all the barbers like, yo, he watches Squid Game. I'm like, what is Squid Game?
What is Squid Game? So you don't know either.
And the dude was like, check your phone is trending on Netflix, and it was number 3 on Netflix. And I was about to binge watch it Saturday, and I fell asleep. I was about to, but I'm gonna get at it.
Because you old. See, you old now.
I fell asleep at like I think it was like midnight. I was like, man, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to do. It's about a game show.
Now I'm gonna really watch it. Now I'm gonna watch it. Before I was brushing it off, but Leah said something.
Yeah.
Mike's Barbershop said something. Don Page said something. All right, I'm gonna watch. And then
No,
we'll have
I can watch. That Animal Kingdom is crazy. The crazy thing about Animal Kingdom is so dope. But like everything else, I binge watch it, and at the last episode, it always catches me off guard because I can never figure when the last episode is coming because I try and keep it like, I don't look at and it ended yesterday, and I always feel empty. I always feel empty at the end because I'm like, I'm so connected. But I will tell you this, I'm a flaming heterosexual, y'all. I will tell you this. When I tell you I'm a flaming heterosexual.
It's fire.
When I tell you their sex scenes between the two dudes, I had
What show are you watching with sex scenes with two dudes and you're flaming about it? What are we talking about?
No, understand what I'm saying. I'm a flaming heterosexual. So
I missed something.
Yes, that means I'm really, really a heterosexual. And it was the first time. Normally when I see a gay scene, I'm like, it's part of the plot. Like,
Mike,
it's just
stop
part
right
of the
now.
plot.
Stop talking before you dig even more. I don't know.
These gay scenes, these sex scenes, I don't mean to call them gay scenes, but these sex scenes were so explicit that I was like, whoa. Like
and you enjoyed it. So two guys in
where did I
said it was two guys having sex and you got all excited.
Where did I say I enjoyed it or got excited?
You just said it was whoa.
I just said they were too explicit.
You said it was too much.
No, how homophobic are you?
No, I'm just trying to hear what you're saying. You just said you got excited watching two guys have sex. That's what I thought I heard.
When did I say that?
That's what I thought I heard.
You didn't, Jay. You took it all the way to the left.
Okay. I missed something then.
No, I just said I was uncomfortable because they were so explicit. They were like explicit to the point. Normally I'm just like, it's part of the thing, whatever, like, but there's certain people that I know will not watch this show when they get to those because this gay couple, first of all, the dude is gangster. The whole family is criminals. They're nothing but criminals. And they have a leader who's a woman, and she's a criminal. And they do nothing but crime. That's all they do. They do nothing but rob banks, they do nothing, Mike. You just
said you got excited.
I'm excited. The show's a great show. Animal Kingdom,
and they got guys having sex. That just seems weird. All right, I don't know what you're talking about. I missed it. I just move on. I'll let you have this. This is all you.
It's a great show. Stacey put me onto it. It's a great show.
I'm not a homophobic. I just get uncomfortable watching two males have sex on TV.
And that was my whole point of saying it. That was the whole point of saying that people like you will not watch the show because once you see that, I know you're gonna turn it off.
Yeah, but makes you a little uncomfortable watching.
But the show is dope. The show is a dope show.
Yeah. No slight to anyone. No slight to anyone. I just feel uncomfortable watching that on TV. It's weird because it's not common. It's not something you see every day on TV. You don't see two males having sex every day on TV, Leah. Say it, Leah. Leah want to say something. She want to say it.
I'm not saying anything. I mean, it's common. I just think, we're not consuming the content where it's at. I've seen images and all that randomly on my feeds, and
I see tons of movies. With gay couples and kissing and stuff like that. I've just never seen. Even the heterosexual sex is super explicit. So when the two guys, the one chick came into the room and like he bends her over and then pups up the ass, like it's so extra. Like
so they graphic regardless, no matter who it is.
And I'm just like, one person said it's a great show. You have to watch. The show is dope. I can't stop watching Animal Kingdom. It's on Amazon Prime. The show is dope.
So it's not about animals.
No, it's about people acting like animals.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because I'm like, he said Animal Kingdom. I'm thinking this one, one of my, one of them shows that they trapping animals and we need the alligator guy to come on.
The crime that they get into and different. It's a no, can't watch two males having sex. No, it's something that it gets. I had to fast forward this one because it was a lot. It was a lot. But
why you got aroused or something?
Oh God.
I don't know.
You can't make me insecure about my heterosexuality.
You said you was flaming or something, bro.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what I think? The thing that really messes people like Jay up. This is the thing that messes people
I'm
like Jay
playing
up.
though. I'm playing.
No, Jay really
playing.
does get uncomfortable. Like Jay will not be able to watch this show, even though the show deals with something that he loved, the gangster crime element. But it would the other stuff would mess him up, and he'd be like, "Nah, I can't." He'd feel like other dudes are watching him watch it.
Allegedly with Mike and Leah. What's your next topic, Leah? Mike, what are you guys talking about?
Jay, you wild, bro, on Instagram Live. I know. I can't help. It's a great
Oh,
show.
I forgot about IG. Leah's not on IG.
I was, but I didn't see Mike was live, so maybe I should go back. My little thing doesn't work anymore.
We really don't have to have anything else. Lil Fizz apologized to Omarion on stage. And
Mike said that Omarion is not bigger than B2K, even though he is B2K. But go ahead.
You take we really need what we need is somebody in production when we make a lot of money on this show to review what was really said.
And better play it back real quick.
And then play it back and everybody can go like, that wasn't what was even said. I just said it was propaganda. Here, watch this nonsense, Leah. Play the clip for Leah so she can watch this nonsense to see if this ain't nothing but propaganda. I'll be right back. Watch this.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm about to play a clip. So Omarion was performing. Little Fizz went to apologize. And for those who may not know, Little Fizz had slept and dated Omarion's baby mom, and they were in a relationship. And basically, he was taking care of Omarion's kids in a sense. But either way, he didn't realize it was foul and snake stuff, so he apologized. And then here is the clip of him apologizing live on stage.
I think it would be right if I take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, bro. I did some fucked up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit. I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you. At this function, I called between you and your family, bro.
So, what are your thoughts, Leah?
Did we really need to see that though? Like
he said he publicly embarrassed him, so he wanted to publicly apologize.
And that's where my brain was going. But I mean, you could have just made a statement on social media and kept it pushing, or went, did some, had a shade room pick it up. But I think a lot of times people do stuff for clout.
Mm.
And my thing is like, okay, did Omarion know that?
Of course he did.
That he was gonna do this, and that I mean, are they gonna do that every city? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how
to every city, every time about.
If you really wanted it to pop off, when he apologized, if Omarion would have punched him in his face, the tickets would have went crazy. Like, if you really wanted to go, because he had a left hook waiting for it. But we all know this is just to promote this B2K reunion. That's all it is. We're gonna B2K reunion because you banged out my baby mom and went on there. April, which she wasn't bad looking. Like, I understand. I don't even think Fizz really knocked her down. I think that's all propaganda. I think this whole thing's a big setup. Lil Fizz, Mike, what are your thoughts on Wendy's show continue to be postponed? Wendy Williams, he's a weirdo.
Wendy Williams is a weirdo.
Isn't she recovering right now?
From COVID? I thought she had COVID.
No, it's relapsed, I thought.
There was a relapse story. There was a COVID story. Then behind the scenes, she was fine. Then they pushed back the air date now to late October. I don't know. All I know, if this is publicity, you got to be very careful how far you push people, because there is a point where people stop caring. Like, you might want to get you might want to. Yeah, I mean, and I know she has a core audience, but you might want to get back on in front of that camera unless there's something really, really serious going on. I don't think they need to. I don't know. Maybe this Nick Cannon thing will get them I don't know. I don't know. Wait, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. I just like just get your ass back on the show. Like, I mean, or
But if she's not mentally capable because she's, she has her, breakdowns, psychotic breakdowns, mental breakdowns, whatever it is, she can't physically do it.
But if I find out that that's not the truth and this is all a scam, then you're really like, I don't know. Look, we wish her the best, man. That whole show is just weird to me. Like, the more I watch it, the more it's just like she gets weirder and weirder, and maybe that's a bad word to say. She gets
weird.
Or more weird. No, I think using the word weird to describe her is bad. That's probably not politically correct to call somebody weird. It's getting more eccentric, where everything is getting more like, it's more about what's going on in her personal life than the show normally is about everybody else's personal life. And I don't know if it's as interesting as she thinks it is, but we'll see. They say they pushed back the show to like October or something like that. So I don't know. I have watched the show, but I haven't watched the show in its entirety. I just watched, like Leah said, we just watched the clips and bits and keep it moving. I know there's this show called Le Bray on NBC that got like super ratings, like got millions of people watched it on NBC. I haven't watched the show on a network. Any show I watch on a network, I watch it on Hulu after they re-air it on Hulu. Can't trust anything these days. A lot of stuff seems like publicity stunts. But LeBrie or something like that. They were talking. LeBrie.
Is it black people?
There you go, Jay.
Is it black act? I don't know. Is the show? Is it black people? Like, I'm trying to understand. You said it's called LeBrie.
The show did so well that they were talking about it last night on the Patriot game. They were talking about the numbers it did. Chris Collinsworth and Al Michael were talking about it. I have no idea, y'all. Right now, it's allegedly with Mike and Leah, and we're done. We finished. We've completed.
Y'all completed. Good segment, guys.
We've completed.
You doing like Mo? Look at the time.
Mo, this is the time. Look at the time.
Look at the time.
Leah, we might need you tomorrow to be here early on the show. We might need you tomorrow, girl.
That's fine. Please text me ahead of time so that I can actually wake up and get myself together.
Leah wants the most unprofessional people to be professional. Jesus Christ.
Ahead of time.
My phone is on Do Not Disturb until like 10 a.m. So I just so happened to see your text.
Yo, I don't know, Marie LeBrie. I don't know, books or reading in Spanish. I don't know. It's LeBrie. That's the name of it. Yo, we're done. We're done, Tam. We're finished. We're completely done. I got so much to do today. I hate being busy, but then I hate being bored.
Put your phone on Do Not Disturb like Leah do.
I know. Send her the text now.
Yeah,
we need
it before 10 o'clock tonight.
No, send it to her right now. Like, once you get off IG Live, send it to her right. We need you tomorrow. We'll need you tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday,
we got
right?
Tomorrow? Oh, I'm not gonna be here. We really need you tomorrow.
Wait, you're not gonna be here tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Best of. We're on the Best of show tomorrow. Shawnee's not here to play. We need the program the clips.
Yeah, so you gotta
I think the show is taking a day off tomorrow. I don't know.
No, you got Leah and you got Mo. We fine.
Mo might not be here. I don't know what Mo is doing tomorrow.
Here's what y'all do.
I got a guest? Let me find a guest for tomorrow.
Find a guest, and you'll be on from 6. Do an hour.
2 hours.
Do 2 hours. 2 hours, and y'all will be good. And get a guest, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Who I'm gonna
Damn,
call?
you lazy as hell. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna call Johnny. I text Johnny Gill. He said, "What up?" By the way, maybe I'll bring Johnny on tomorrow. Maybe Johnny could do the whole show.
Yeah, go ahead. Try that. That's what Johnny Gill's gonna do.
Had Johnny do the whole show. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm the only dumbass who do this whole show for 3 effing hours, drinking coffee and pre-workout drinks. Jay,
I don't produce anything. Not on this show. No, that's my old life. I'm on the microphone. I talk, have fun.
We can get on.
You got a guest?
Maybe.
Oh, good.
Let me think.
It's official. Leah has a guest tomorrow. It's official.
I don't know. I said, let me think.
I know.
And why your mic sound hollow, Leah? You got your mic on the correct settings?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, this would be great for me to tell Leah something she don't know. Hold on. Let me see. What settings?
I charge people to, or they charge me to fix my stuff. I'll pay you. I'll cash app you, Mike. Come fix it.
Watch out now. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to
I'm
be.
not ready. I'm not ready. You can't end yet.
Oh, Jesus. I never had to do this with Shawnee. God, Shawnee, we need you to come back, Shawnee.
Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready.
God. Love me for who I am. And find me
Oh, no,
a
I'm not
producer.
ready. I'm not ready. Okay, no, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end unless Jay Black's not ready.
Wait, I'm not
Unless Jay
ready.
Black's not ready with
Wait, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Survivor Month. Okay, Tam.
Okay, shout to all breasts. Shout to the breasts. What?
Okay.
Shout to all breasts. Shout to breasts.
I did think about bringing on Angelia. As I've actually got to hop off because she's about to do Good Morning Texas. But I will talk to her. She's traveling. I did think about bringing Angelia on, but she's traveling. So I will double check.
We're going to have a stacked house in here tomorrow. Tomorrow, they killing it tomorrow.
Without Mike, we'll see.
Jay Black and Leah Frazier. And maybe Sexy Mo if she gets her Wi-Fi back. She couldn't find a hotspot. I don't know. Listen,
Dr.
man.
Smith. Yeah, I'm going to get Dr. Smith too.
Get Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
You fight for everything else. Fight for your happiness. Don't let nobody steal that. I got to get a left front tire right now. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Jay Black, Leah Frazier, and maybe Sexy Mo. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. It's the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on